I am going to watch the entire Talk Tuah podcast. If you don't know, Haley Welsh is a woman who got famous from a street interview.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
I'm about to gain probably like 200,000 IQ points watching this. So without further ado, let's get
Come
started.
on, Haley, it's not that bad. All right, it's time to get out of the bed and quit rotting.
Hang on. 1080p. I can't watch Talk Tuah podcast on 720.
Come on, Haley, it's not that bad. All right, it's time to get out of the bed and quit rotting. Haley, get up.
All right, I'm ready to talk. So I wanted to start my podcast out here in Belfast, Tennessee, where I was born at and where I've been ever since until a few weeks ago and everything changed. No, really, I even learned that you can't bring a box cutter on a plane. So we'll be talking about all
It's so funny. Oh my god.
the crazy stuff that's happened since I got into this mess and the stuff that me and Chelsea like to do before all this happened. And I want you guys to get to know me better than Hawk Tuah. No, it's Tuah. Like, you really got to put your emphasis. Yeah, you're not saying Tuah, you're saying Tuah, you know?
Tuah!
Like you
Honestly, I'm already learning so much from this. Thank you, Haley Welsh. Thank you so much for making this podcast. Thank you. Let's continue.
got to really put your back into it. Tuah, you know?
Tuah.
My first guest is going to be somebody that's very dear to me. Miss Whitney Cummings. Make
Whitney Cummings!
sure you hit follow on Talk Tuah wherever you get your podcast. We're releasing episodes every Tuesday. And for those of you watching on YouTube, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
She's not even looking at the right camera. Oh my god. She's a professional.
Subscribe to that thing.
Oh, here it comes. Let's go. Oh yes, I cannot wait.
Keep all this in. This is the key to you is don't
Is this Whitney Houston? What was her name
overthink
again?
anything. Don't plan or plot anything. The key to your success is just flying by the seat of your pants.
Flying
Being
by the
exactly
seat of your
who you are.
pants. Yes, I
That's
agree.
why I think me and you connect on a different level.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
I'm feeling that
We
connection
both
too.
also
yeah.
find the same men in their 20s attractive.
Yeah.
We have the same
I'm 20.
type.
Welcome back to Talk Tuah. Today I got Miss Whitney Cummings. Y'all have already seen her, but she had to come back. I love her.
Whitney Cummings. Yes, I've heard so much about you.
And then we got our two guests down here on the floor. We have Hartley.
Oh,
Hartley's a
Hartley.
little blind, but she still gets around. And then,
Rue.
where'd Rue go?
Right here.
And then we have Rue down here. Rue's a little bit feisty, but she likes a calm environment.
Okay.
So they're just going to be hanging
Yes.
out with us. And then we got Chelsea over here, and then we got Jay.
Wait, I also have that same guitar stand. I'm not even joking. You can't see it, but wait. Yeah, we do. Oh my god, I am so much like Haley Welsh. It's crazy.
Jamie, of course. Jamie's one of the women.
Sure am.
We need a white man for diversity.
Exactly.
These days.
I agree. I agree. I got you a little friendship bracelet. I had to put it on so I'd keep up
Did
with
you
it.
really?
I'd lose it if I didn't.
I have a.
Come
Well,
on.
like a big sister, I never
Okay, I don't have one.
Oh, come on. I love you.
I love you
oh, this makes my
too.
day. Thank you.
I hit it off with you, so I had to have you
We
back.
really did. I hope my nightmare would to create any pressure for you. I feel like you're going through so much so fast. I feel like we connected and then I was like, let me just not put any pressure on her.
Yeah.
She'll know where I am if she needs me.
I wasn't nervous talking to you.
Oh, good.
Not
Because
at all.
afterwards you did Bill Maher. You did.
I got a history lecture from him.
Yeah, how'd that go?
I was just the whole time. It went right over my head. I hated history in school, and I was just
Well, what's
The
the
whole
point of
time.
memorizing any history? Because we've now learned that none of it was true.
half of it.
When I grew up, I don't know if this is even what you learned in school.
History isn't true. My life has been a lie.
I learned that the Native Americans and the Pilgrims had a fun dinner.
Thanksgiving.
That's what I got from
I
it.
learned that they put on
Yes.
their best shoes with buckles and their best hat, and they all sat down and shared maize. They had corn,
Maize?
and they had a cornucopia, and it went great. And now
Didn't they have a turkey too?
yeah.
They had a damn turkey.
So you got lectured about
A
history,
damn
so you
turkey.
now know what to not do while hosting a podcast.
Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1962.
1492.
1962. 1962. Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I'm so glad that I am learning history from here. I'm so knowledgeable already. I feel like I can take an IQ exam already.
He didn't teach me very fucking much.
I think the most history until now has kind of been gossip, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
It's kind of
I
just
agree.
like, you know what I mean?
Well, like, I
Like
feel
you
like if
said.
I won a battle, I'd be like, not only am I going to tell this story, but I'm also going to say like my opponent was like fat and stupid. Like, you know, I'm going to add insult to it too.
Yeah, totally.
Because he's not here to set the record straight.
Right, there was no way. I mean, it's
won.
like people are like, what if ChatGPT like photoshops photos? It's like we had paintings before where the king was telling them what to paint. I mean, that was probably worse than Photoshop.
I agree.
Like Mona Lisa.
So, you've had Jake Paul. You've had I don't know what order you're going to do these in, but you've had Jake Paul on.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Jake
So far.
Paul.
Jake's pretty wild.
He's a little spooky to talk to.
Really?
That's like a man, you know. That
Yeah.
is not
Talk
like
to.
a little soft boy, you know. It's easy to talk to. That's a whole man right there.
Yeah,
so I was like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm a little ass girl over here talking to this grown f***ing man. I was like, what the f*** do I talk to him about, you know?
But you knew him before, right? Were you a
Yeah.
fan before?
Yeah, I watched him for a few years.
And what
He's
are you
okay.
noticing in the difference between being a fan of someone from afar and then meeting them? Like, is it what you expected?
He was exactly what I expected. Like, he lets on like he's an asshole, and that's what I like about him. He owns up to that shit. He knows it. That's what I got respect for him for that.
I like that. I
Like, I
like
could
that.
Okay. It is wonderful news. She respects other content creators. If I were in her same shoes, I would be like, you know what? I know you're scamming kids, but hey, we're in the same boat here at the end of the day. So thank you, Haley Welsh. You know what? My entire content creation career is gonna be modeled after you.
be an asshole too.
And he's comfortable with controversy.
Yeah,
He's okay with it.
Very comfortable with that.
I think that's like one of the most important skills now is being comfortable with like letting people project onto you and like think, you know, like if you stand up for yourself, you're a bitch. If you like want to win a fight, you're an asshole. It's like, all right, just project whatever you want. I know that my identity at a certain point is kind of like a mixture of who I am and what you project onto me.
Yeah, I mean you can't please them all either. So
No, definitely not. And then Matt Rife. Met him in person.
Thanks to you, best
melted.
wingman ever.
Yeah, shout out you, girlfriend. Now I got a pillow of him to sleep with every night. Whatever. that was a match made in heaven. Right there. Let me just go on and tell you. I was reading all the comments like on our post, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's like the first look," and they're like smiling at each other. You will never see me smile at a man like.
Where are like what the heck are they talking about? This is the first episode of Talk Tuah, and they're like already talking about stuff that has happened outside of Talk Tuah, and I'm like, bro, what? I need to catch up on the Haley Welsh lore.
Like that ever again in my entire fucking life. Let me just go on and tell you. You can ask her. I died.
Please don't.
They didn't warn us. They come and got us like from the car, and then we walked around, and they didn't say he was like right there at the fucking corner we were going around. I was like, what the hell? And I
Who's
go
Matt
around,
Rife?
I was like, oh no, I haven't prepared myself what to say to this man. He's like, hey, and I was like,
She's like, don't look me in the eyes. And he was like, okay.
Oh,
dude,
no.
he could have turned me to stone looking into me. I was like, oh my god, don't look at me.
Oh my goodness.
You're in LA. You can go get Botox right now and look like a stone whenever you want.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. There's Botox everywhere.
Yeah, most people.
I get
here
a little
look like-
myself. I call it Brotox when I do it.
Brotox.
Yeah.
Bro
You really?
talks.
Brotox. Well,
You
here's
don't
the
have
thing.
any wrinkles.
No shit.
Do you really get it?
Here's why, guys. Look, I'm not about
So
to be on
you're
fucking
serious?
trial here.
You do get Botox.
Let me explain. And Whitney, you can back me up here.
I don't get Botox anymore.
No, hold on. The
I
earlier
stopped.
you get it,
Yep.
right? So when you start young, you're actually just getting rid of whatever wrinkles would pop up. So it's not like I'm going every week and getting shit done. It's like I went a few times. I actually went again like last month, but like for a touch up. But yeah,
Where do you get it?
I need Botox.
I go to Calabasas. I got to
No, I
go
mean
out
like
there.
where?
Oh, forehead and then crow's feet right here.
But here's
Crow's
the
feet.
thing. Oh wow. So you still have some
I think I have pigeon feet somewhere. Actually, I can't even see myself.
movement, which is good.
I have
You
tons of
should
movement.
have more though. Here's the thing. Number one, if you're a girl and you get Botox, number one, you're going to attract pedophiles. Okay, we're all trying to stop shaving your vagina hair.
Don't stop shaving your vagina hair. I don't know
let's
where the
grow
fuck
it
Whitney's
out
going
and
with
put
this.
beads
Don't
in it.
stop.
No, I
We're gonna
realized
grow it out and put beads
I was
in it.
dating creeps the longest time, and I didn't realize
Yeah.
I was baiting them by having a bald pussy and Botox. Of course. Okay.
Okay,
want-
thank
Very
you for that tip.
educational here.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for this knowledge. I will use this in my day-to-day lives.
thing. I want people to know when I'm pissed off at them. I want them to know when I'm mad. And I realized that when I had Botox, I didn't have any wrinkles. So I would be like mad at somebody and they'd be like, anyway, like they think I was joking. And I was like, I'm serious. And I would have to subtitle my face because they didn't have any wrinkles. Or wrinkles,
Okay, I feel better.
they convey information.
See, where I have like a bitchy face, I have like a wrinkle going through here.
Let me see. No, that's normal. I honestly
I'm
think
gonna leave mine.
at
It
this
gives me
point,
character.
wrinkles are a sign of
have a
you.
bitchy face.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I
agree.
decided to just stop getting
Maybe
Botox.
I should get Botox.
Yeah, see, you know what I do kind of want? There's you can get Botox in your armpits so that you don't sweat. Yeah. But the dermatologist said to me, so you can get, I think it's like 18 shots in both one armpit, 18 and 18, so that you don't sweat. But then he was like, the sweat does have to come out somewhere, and it usually comes out in your
What?
And your poochie banana? What the fuck?
There's no way that's real. See, I am learning stuff. Just, oh my god. I think I have 300 IQ right
Your
now.
poochie banana.
Preventative medicine. That's why you
Poochie
grew it out.
banana!
Honestly, at this point, I like having pubic hair, sweating, wrinkles, because it is just my goal in life to attract straight men, and it really deters all the gay men, and I can't date anymore.
I'm out. I can't even get up. Okay.
More gay men.
Yeah, shit, if you want to come over here and munch on this rug, go for it, boy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. If a guy looks at pubes on a vagina and is like, never.
Wait. How do you attract gay men if you're a woman?
Never mind. This is,
He's a sissy ass bitch.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Yeah.
We're weeding
I'm
out
glad
the
you think
weed.
that way. You make me want to grow mine out and like finger wave it or something. Yeah, you got me rethinking every damn thing right now. Holy shit, keep going. What's something else that
It's
pisses
you know what
off?
it is? There's just something that happens when you get old. Getting older is actually kind of amazing. I thought it would I would just blow my head off when I turned 40 or something. But there's something kind of freeing about it, because
You just quit caring.
Yeah, the guys that want to date you, they're like adults. There's something really fun about it. I don't know. I'm into it.
Adults.
I like the way you see that. Now I can't wait to get older.
Why not?
I mean, I think it would be fun.
It's kind of fun. It's just sort of there's veins on my leg, but
What about it?
whatever, dude. My ankles are blue now. I'm an avatar.
I have
That's it.
veins inside my
you should-
arms.
Can you jump higher?
I'm going.
I don't think I can
Oh,
jump
fuck.
at all. Yeah, my fake boobs have gotten too hard.
Bummer.
If I
Your
jump.
boobs are fake? Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So it actually
That is
happened
a
because-
twist
and
if
can
I've
I
ever
tell you
seen
something
one.
about you? I think part of the reason people love you so much, because you're like ghetto Dolly Parton or something.
Yeah. I say so.
Ghetto
Oh, that is a
Dolly
good
Parton.
comparison right there. I
Trailer
like that.
Swift.
Yeah, so trailer trash Dolly or whatever it is that there's this epidemic where especially white women, super privileged white women, will talk about how hard their lives are. And how and when I was at this Hollywood party, the producer hugged me too long and we all have to march because a white woman was uncomfortable. My trauma. And you're like, what was your trauma? And they're like, I had to move to Canada to do this movie. And you're just like, where's the trauma used to be a word that was reserved for ER nurses, and it was a thing where blood was involved, and everyone's talking about their trauma and how they get triggered and they struggle with anxiety, and meanwhile they're from Connecticut and whatever, and you
I agree.
just blew by the fact that this is my family situation. What? Move on.
Yeah, what about it?
It's I'm not making this my thing.
It's dark humor too. That's how most people deal with it.
But it's also, I don't want you to pity me, and I'm
No.
not
She
going
likes
to try
dark
to be a
humor?
victim in order to get attention. And I'm fine. I'll be okay.
Yeah, I've accepted it. Why can't you fucking accept it?
Yeah.
Laugh at it. Move on.
I'm not
you
going
know?
to bore
Exactly.
the fuck out of you guys talking about how hard my life is. Everyone's life is hard.
My mama left me and she picked crack over me. Please sit here and cry.
Have
with
you
me.
tried crack though? From what I understand, it's better than a kid.
Yeah, I've never seen
Better
it.
than a kid? Wait, what? Wait. I
From what
want to make sure I got that right.
Understand? It's better than a kid.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Yeah, I've never seen an unhappy crackhead.
Neither have
I don't
I.
think I have either. And they're like Superman too.
That's it. There was Lil Boozy did a video about crack.
That's my man.
He talked about how fentanyl.
Better than a kid. I'm still talking about that. You know what? You know what's better than kid and meth? Producing meth! Actually, don't do that.
Is no good. He's my crackheads, they play basketball, they're athletic, they can run.
I just look at this chapter name. The Life of a Crackhead. Wait. Hang on, I need to see what's next. Just a little sneak peek. how Haley reacted to the Hawk Tuah video dropping. Haley teaches Chesla the Hawk Tuah. I'm probably saying it wrong, aren't I? Haley finally addresses Tim and Dee. The best and worst part about going viral. Oh my goodness. Oh. And there's a gay test right under this. Okay.
They can fix a car. Like, my crackheads are doing well.
That's so boozy of him.
Yeah.
Boozy.
You don't want to fight a crackhead.
I love her accent. Haley
I
Walsh,
don't want to fight a
your
crackhead.
accent
That's like
is
fighting
amazing. I want to speak just like
in
you.
Australia, they'll beat your ass. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know, those kangaroos, they look like the Jake Paul of Australia. Those kangaroos.
Jake Paul's of
really
Australia.
good
Yeah.
comparison.
That's what he
I
reminds me
agree, I
of.
agree.
Like
Yeah.
a souped up fucking
Yeah,
kangaroo. Yeah,
totally.
and you don't want to fuck with them.
Guy's an animal. But, like, so that's something that is such a breath of fresh air about you.
It is.
You know?
I agree. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was never the biggest football fan. I honestly don't even get the rules that
Me
much.
either. Me
But
either.
what I do know is I like having fun and winning money. And Better Picks lets you win up to 1,000 times your money. The app is super easy.
Better
and it makes
Picks!
it 1,000 times more fun. Just pick
I'm gonna
your
download
favorite
that right now.
players, or the men that you think are cute in my case, and predict what they're gonna do in the game. Get them right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. So download Better, play Better Picks. Use the code
Better
TALKTUA,
Picks.
and let's hit some lineups all NFL
Okay.
season long.
Better
It's
picks.
crazy how I said 2 words and now I'm here, isn't it?
It's pretty wild.
It is.
Is
It
it-
is pretty wild.
I wish I'd like
wait.
jumped on it sooner though.
Is it this one?
Jumped on what?
Like all this. Like I was scared to come out of my house the first 2 weeks. Me and her both. We locked ourselves in the fucking bedroom.
That's a normal, healthy reaction.
Yeah, I was like,
be,
oh my god.
I would be worried about your psychological state. If you were like, yes, like here, I knew that would work. Like, that would be spooky.
Yeah, that would be a little spooky.
Just imagine if
Well,
Chelsea
she's a celebrity now. Well, I mean, why wouldn't you like fame? Oops.
said Hawk Tuah and not you that night. Would Chelsea be sitting in that chair?
I would not have dealt with it as good as you did.
Can
I
we,
think you're
can we hear
full
you
of
say
shit.
it?
She don't give a fuck. It's her problem.
let's just hear you
she
say
does
it.
not give a single fuck.
One more
Please
time?
say
I
it.
can't
Please
do it
say
as
it.
good as
Do
Haley.
it.
You do it.
No, you do it.
Hot to.
There you go.
You gotta put like an emphasis on it, like tuh. You know, like really. Yeah. Say it. All right, all together.
All right, everybody watching right now. Let's all do this together with the great Haley Welsh, okay?
Hot tuh.
Tuh.
To.
Say it
Tuh.
aggressive. Like
Hot
really.
to.
Like, you're mad at the day. You're mad at it.
Yeah.
These girls
Hawk-
have never seen a dick, Whitney.
Hawk
Calm
Tuah.
down.
I know, that's the
Can you
other.
relax?
mad at
Dan Whitney Schneider.
You know what I think? You know what I think? Easy, bro talk.
This is so funny if you couldn't tell.
You know what I think we need to do?
It's hilarious.
I think we need to like do I don't know, like a bar crawl where we get you drunk and try to get you a slogan.
Hey, I got something you can say.
We gotta get you a
Nothing can
slogan.
top Hawk
I
Tuah.
feel like we could do it if we just like go to Nashville a couple nights, just get wasted.
Oh, we definitely could.
We could just like sneak up on you and
never
like
been to
send like
Nashville.
some
I would
crisis
like to go,
actor
though.
to interview you and try to get something out. What would
We get
yours
Tim and
be?
Dee to do it again.
Nah,
I'm sure they wouldn't have a problem.
they wouldn't.
Wonder what they're doing.
Who is this
Why are you
Tim?
allowed to talk- You're not allowed to talk about that?
Maybe we are. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Let's roll
why
that-
not?
let
I
it
mean,
rip.
yeah, it's like, you know, well, they might argue that you're making money off of it and it benefits.
Oh, but what about that
Who's-
video they first posted when all this shit started? I didn't get any money off of that.
Yeah.
So they can suck my left lip.
Yeah, you should definitely just get the money if nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like launched a merch store the next day. Haley asked them to take the video down. She was like very depressed about it. And they just kind of like blocked her. And
you have it all.
No.
They blocked all my friends too, and we all have it like screenshotted too. Like I messaged them, I was like, "All right, you posted the one, you got views and everything else. Just stop. You're like horrifying me.
They
Just
made
quit."
money out of it?
and they didn't stop either. So it just kept.
That's
going. I was like, all right, this
horrible.
fucking one, what else you gonna post? Picture of my ass crack? Go ahead, go ahead. I don't.
I
give
feel
a fuck.
so bad about it too because I was like, holy shit, I made her answer that question, and now she's like beating herself up. But hey, now I'm glad.
greatest
Look at-
assist
look
of all
at us
time.
now.
Yeah.
Look at us now, Chelsea.
I cannot.
Bravo,
And also,
bravo.
it was about what you said, but it was also like your energy. It was like your essence. Like
Yes! I agree.
That's exactly how that works. Vodka.
I drank plenty of vodka on camera, and I didn't become an overnight
Vodka?
sensation.
Well, see, I say a bunch of shit like that, like around my friends. I'm just,
Yeah,
how can I put it? I talk out of my ass a whole lot.
good.
But I'm open with them. I don't have any kind of issue saying it in front of them. But when I drink vodka,
I just noticed there's a fly flying around the camera, and it is distracting me.
I'll say it to anybody.
I think we weirdly need more talking out of our ass. Like, I know that sounds insane.
Yes!
Because everyone online
Put this woman in office right now!
seems like they're doing that, but I actually think it's the opposite. I think everyone is doing a bad impression of themselves, or they're repeating what they heard somebody else say, or they're so obsessed about their brand or trying to do what you did. They're trying to get a catchphrase going. They're trying to get some brand going, and it feels so inauthentic, so artificial, and it's so repellent. And then you just talked out of your ass, and it was something, you know.
I had no intention of that.
That was actually some very great piece of advice.
Yeah, that's
I
why
agree.
it worked. Everyone else was running around with intention, being like, how do I get famous off this? How do I get viral off this? And you were just, you know.
They're in Nashville still, like, trying to recreate it.
No
Like,
one
there's interviews everywhere.
really.
Yeah.
The idea that in
everywhere.
Nashville right now, girls get dressed up and get drunk to try to get filmed outside of a bar to get your career is so funny to me.
Get me
They're
a
just
bottle
out
of
there-
vodka.
Yeah, they're
I'll
just
give
out there
y'all a
like,
2 for
hey,
2.
I'm gonna do that. choke. Anything?
Nobody can beat Haley Welsh.
I think we need to get Chelsea drunk and give her a microphone and see what she does.
What do you think?
I don't know.
But let me ask you, I don't mean to say like your generation, like were you already kind of on social media? Like,
Not really.
okay.
Like here and there.
Yeah. How do you feel doing this? Does it make you feel uncomfortable?
No, I don't really care.
Okay, good.
I feel good about it.
Good.
It's just like I'd be reading my DMs and I'm like, oh my god, I'm posting these.
Why am I hearing an echo? Is that me?
This is my audience right here. I don't know, it's freaky.
Yeah.
Big question. Do you feel like guys try to hit on you? Like, no, I don't mean about this. I just mean like you're now in a situation being famous. You now have to question everybody that wants to be friends with you or date you. Have you
Yeah.
already felt like there's a difference?
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, I tell them that all the time. No guy is just being nice. It's not a thing.
Imagine. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'll still fuck you. That's about it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
worse now.
Yeah.
I would rather a guy use me for my body than for my Instagram. And then, so what has been the most fun?
Fuck you. That's about it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
worse now.
Yeah.
I would rather a guy use me for my body than for my Instagram. And then, so what has been the most fun, like, moment where you're like, okay, this is worth it?
Okay, so besides you, like the one woman that I've like been interviewed by was Caitlin Bristow. I clicked with her.
Yeah. I
really
love
good.
her.
I
She's a
love
good
that
one.
girl. And her wine, I will never shut up about her fucking wine. Her wine was the shit.
Okay, so let me ask you. I feel like as you get older, you start to realize this. You seem to know this. Does your personality change based on the liquor you're drinking? Like, I'm a different person.
Yes.
Vodka, wine, tequila.
100%.
What's wine do?
Wine kind of makes you want to hump the couch a little bit.
Wine.
You speak for yourself.
And then dark liquor, I could probably fight a
No
grizzly
wonder
bear.
you're running a dog rescue.
Yeah.
You behave like one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like being a
dark liquor
dog.
does what?
I could probably fight a grizzly bear if I drink dark liquor.
Okay.
Like Fireball, I can't drink it anymore. I either drunk cry or I get like violent. Like
Drunk cry?
It's out of my hands.
Wild.
Imagine what that video would have done.
Like that's where Harley
Oh goodness
comes from. That's my
gracious,
alter ego.
golly.
Harley.
Harley. Like you got Haley and then you got Harley.
It's just a straight up Nicki Minaj over here. She's got all her personalities.
Yeah.
So Harley, we see Harley when Harley drinks liquor. Brown
Not
liquor.
even. Yeah, I'd say brown liquor.
She's got different
Okay.
personalities.
You can justify that.
Champagne? Like
Say she's mean.
champagne? On champagne?
Oh, I
Is she
thought
mean?
you
I
said
thought
is she mean?
Oh no,
I was about to say,
sorry.
Harley's
You guys heard the
vicious.
same thing. I said champagne.
Yeah, I'm ferocious as
Sorry.
fuck when I drink dark liquor.
What about when you drink champagne?
Champagne's not too bad.
Okay.
Like wine, it's not too terrible either, unless I'm like drinking bottles of it at a time.
Something happened when I
Yeah.
turned like 25 where I could only drink tequila. Like that's all. I could only drink tequila or else I was just texting exes. I'm like posting things on, Twitter trying to get their attention. I'm like I looked up the Scientology ships. Huh?
Back up. We posted stuff on Twitter to get their attention.
Well, when sometimes you're on social media and you're like a little and you're like, I'm not going to text my ex, but I'm going to like post a bunch of photos that I think he'd see, which will get him to text me.
He's going to be thinking about, no, I know exactly what the fuck you mean.
Embarrassing.
I've done some shit like that.
Yeah, we're just childish. Like, I start having this magical thinking where I'm like, someone that I don't even want to date, someone that I don't even want to get back together
You just want
with.
their attention.
I just want him to miss me.
Yeah, you're not ever going to forget.
What I'm getting from this is that women love attention. Thank you so much for allowing me to learn something new again. Thank you.
About me,
sorry.
Bitch. Yeah.
I get vengeful. I want him to know how well I'm doing. I want to like whatever. So I start posting stuff. I'm like, what am I doing? I wake up the next morning. I'm like, oh God.
We are more alike than you know.
By the way, that is a compliment.
Yeah, it is.
To me, not to you.
Okay.
So for me, I was, okay, tequila is kind of the only thing I do at this point.
Really?
I'll do wine every now and then. I would try Caitlin's wine.
I like vodka. Vodka, I'm actually pretty good on vodka. I have fun when I drink vodka.
Yeah, vodka, I'm like, we need to play charades now.
Yeah, like right
I
now.
get very, like, we're competing at something. So tell me about this animal sanctuary. This is my Save Your Psyche.
So it launched yesterday. It's Paws Across America.
Nice.
And it's for all the
Paws
people
Across
who
America.
looking at. I still can't find. Okay, there's.
So what is
Oh,
your
what a
strategy
kidogi.
on what dogs you take, which animals you take, what you don't?
So we're looking for like the ones that are the worst, in my opinion. So that's gonna be like a big thing we're doing, looking for the ones that need it most.
Okay.
And then we'll get to the little ones.
Okay.
That they got it good, but they could still use it. Just the ones that need it terribly bad.
Nice.
And we're doing one of those Sunday, right? That's just
Saturday
awful.
and Sunday.
yeah.
Okay, so do you want? I'm going to give you my unsolicited. It's not even advice. I'll just share my experience. This is my thing. Rescuing animals is what I care about, kind of the most in life.
Oh.
I do high risk dogs. Staffies. I don't like to say the word pit bull because people like to take that, make it a bad word. Pit bulls get a bad rap.
Okay. I just learned something new.
I have such a big bleeding heart. Well, pit bulls, if they're
Her heart is
raised by
bleeding!
idiots.
Yeah,
Which many
I
idiots
agree.
want to have a pit bull. If they make a mistake, they will do the maximum amount of damage, right?
Exactly.
Chihuahuas, Cocker Spaniels, they attack the most frequently of any dog, but they don't do much damage, so nobody cares, right? So a pit bull does damage,
Yes.
it's over, right?
Yes.
So anytime there's a dumb dog, there's a dumb person that's been dealing with it. So I have such a big bleeding heart. This is my thing. I did get my ear bitten off. It's been sewn back on
Whoa.
by a dog. And
The dog.
It's been sewn by a dog? I didn't know they performed surgery.
Sewed it back on.
the dog.
The dog is so back.
He stole my joke!
So I did get my ear bitten off. So
I don't like this guy already. I should have been in that podcast, not him.
all I would say is protect your head.
Yeah.
Protect
Protect
this
your
billion
head,
dollar
kids.
face. So for me, I guess in the beginning, I was so excited to actually have resources to be able to save animals that I brought them all into my house. And I made the mistake with the dog that bit my ear off. It was my fault. Anytime a dog attacks, I usually believe it's your fault or the person who trained its fault or it's someone's fault, right? Especially
If I'm walking down the street and a 5-ton huge mungus bulldog comes in and attacks me out of nowhere, it was my fault. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
a staffy, because they always give warning, right? They always give
Yeah.
you 2 chances to back off and change the circumstances, right? If they attack, it means they're fighting for their life and they feel cornered, or they think they're protecting their owner, which is why dog fighting happens. The way that they train them
that's
is,
fucked up.
it's really fucked up what they do. So basically they breed the dogs to get, it's basically survival of, the
fittest.
kindest. Yeah, but also the
Wait,
kindest,
what?
because they're fighting for their owner.
Oh,
Right?
really?
So they're not fighting to kill the other dog. They think they're protecting their owner. So the ones that are the nicest are the ones that end up fighting, and those, right? So they're actually just like the sweetest dogs. They just, and it's disgusting what they do. But I had the dog sleep in the bed, and he was sleeping on my chest, which is a dominant move. He hadn't been impulse, control trained yet. And I was on the ground, and I pushed him away, and he just went to their mouth is their hands. So in the beginning, if they've been taken from their mom too young, which is very common with abuse scenarios, they basically will just grab your hand to try to pull you, and he just grabbed my ear, and it just lobbed right off. You know, so I just wish that when I was in that situation where I was rescuing elephants and giraffes and bears and, you know, anything I could. Exotic animal trafficking is a whole thing. We'll get to jokes in a second, guys. Just calm down.
Animal trafficking?
But I just found myself in a situation where I was just like, I'm Dr. Dolittle. I'm going to save them all.
Yeah.
And then, you know, a lot of crazy stuff happened.
Dr. Doolittle's a good way to put that.
Yeah, so there's times where you just got to go like, yes, we're rescuing this high-risk dog, but like, he's not going to sleep in the bed with me until I know more information about this dog, you know? So it's just like playing it safe and having somebody really smart running it that goes like, okay, I'm going to respect the background of this dog that's gone through this horrific stuff and put it in a situation where it can like acclimate slowly, you know?
Yeah.
So like volunteers who like know how to, you know, let dogs get comfortable around humans before they like freak out and make a mistake. You know, because sometimes dogs that are that abused, they make mistakes.
Please tell me you named that dog Spike Tyson.
Spike
Because that's a huge myth.
Spike Tyson.
Named him Van Gogh.
Bingo.
Van Gogh.
That works, yeah.
Van
There goes
Gogh.
my ear. So that was like the thing. I think like you have such a big bleeding heart, and as you can see, when it comes to like, I'm sure all the people coming out of the woodwork asking you for this and that. Like I was the person that as soon as I got any resources, I was so poor for so long. And I was like, here's this, ruined every one of my family relationships, like buying them cars and houses and health insurance, and then. You know, as Chris Rock pulled me aside in the hallway when I first started having anything I had, I did not understand what he was saying. Like, it did not compute to me. He was like, when you lend someone money, it's only a matter of time before they start to hate you.
Fair enough.
And I was like, no, what do you mean? Like, this is going to make my mom love me, and this is going to make this sibling nice to me finally. It's like, doesn't work that way. And then I was like, okay, animals are safe. You can't love an animal too much. You know, this is like...
Exactly, and they can't help themselves either.
That's
that's why I like doing it.
Yeah.
Why do people start hating you when you give them money?
What's that?
Why do people start getting mad at you when you give them
I
money?
also want to know
It's
that.
resentful. It's a couple things. Number one, I think it's like, my thing is it always should be a gift. It's not a loan. It never can be a loan because then all of a sudden you become the Damocles sword hanging over their head, you know, where every time, you know, you see them, you're a reminder to them of the thing they haven't given you or the embarrassing thing they had asked for.
Where's my money at, bitch?
Totally. And then you see them and they're like in a new pair of shoes and you're like, you know, you can't really sit and they're like, no, someone gave me these and they were on sale. I went to Aldo and they were like 20% off and I only paid $40. Like, I have your money, but like, I'm gonna get you back. Don't worry. And you're like, I don't. You know, I got to the point where I was like, it's just a gift, or I'm going to pay the bill directly, you know, because I can't just give you cash, whatever. And then I think it's a matter of time before they start to hate you because then they start to owe you. And then the power dynamic, they gave you a power that you didn't want. You know what I mean? I just wanted to like help you out with your rent or help you out with their this. And then it's like, well, now what about next month? Now what about next month? And then you become this like, you know, authority figure to them. Kind of thing. I think and then we are generous, so it makes it even worse. And then they have to go like, well, if you gave me more money, I wouldn't be in this situation. You know, I just need, and you're just like, okay.
And you don't owe anybody shit.
I agree.
I just figured that out like 20 minutes ago. I have to go. Why am I doing this? Kidding. No, it's true. It's really hard for me to compute that, but I think
good one, Haley
generous,
Williams.
Like big hearts like you. Animals is such a great place to start.
I agree. They can't talk back to you either.
Exactly. Well, they do. They communicate.
They do, but you don't understand them.
I see that can of Coca-Cola. I like Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Like, they're calling me a bitch. I don't know it.
I don't understand humans half the time. You're like, a dog calling me, you're calling me a bitch? I mean, that's literally.
Yeah, your definition. It's really not.
Okay, that got me there.
Okay, so you had fun with Matt Rife. You had fun with Logan Paul. Have you learned anything
Jake
from
Paul.
What's that, Jake? Logan? Oh,
Jake.
God. What? Same diff.
Same difference.
Same diff.
They do look like really bad.
Yeah, they do, right? I like them. Why do
almost
I
like they're
them?
twins.
There's something I like the shamelessness of them.
They're blunt.
They're blunt. And you know what else I like? I appreciate, and this is the same with Tana, is like people that grew up in public. You might kind of be one of them. You know, I did too, but not like this. Not like, you know, it was more like TV, like talk shows and stuff. Like, I like when someone makes mistakes and is like, yeah, I was a kid. I was an idiot. I messed up, and like, I'm gonna keep going. Like, you don't have to like totally call it on your career.
I agree.
By the way, just so you know, I lasered. I have no hair on my body.
So you were talking all this shit from the outside, is what I'm hearing.
Freezing.
Rules for thee and not for me.
Well, no,
Fucking
it's kind
Whitney
of starting
Cummings.
to grow back. It's like sort of little Smithers hairs right now. They're kind of little ones that are kind of growing back. Because my guy, I'm finally dating a guy who's not gay, and he said one day he just floated by me.
He's cool as fuck, by the way.
He's so cool.
I like
He is
him.
cool.
Yeah.
He's so cool. He's
like that
so
guy.
cool. It took me so long to realize that what I needed in someone is someone that I'm in awe of and someone that because respect to me is the hottest thing.
I agree.
Respecting the person.
I agree.
We respect nobody and nothing.
I mean, that's fair, though.
Someone that makes me the best version of myself, because I think that I was always like, for whatever reason, like whether I learned this because I grew up in a, pugnacious watching divorces and stuff. I thought that in relationships you were supposed to fight with your person.
Pugnacious. I've never heard that word before. Let's see. If it's, what does it mean? What does pugnacious mean? Pugnacious. Eager or quick to argue, quarrel, or fight. Wow. I just learned a new word today. Wow.
Like, show them how smart you were, to show them how strong you were, like, show them,
You're calling me out right now.
Well, because you come from, like, we've been picked on a lot, or you come from a tricky, dysfunctional home, you're like, I gotta prove how strong I am so no one gets anything past me, I gotta make sure you don't take advantage of me. Like, you on some level want them to maybe be scared of you so they don't hurt you. Like, I think I was just trying to feel safe or something, or like make them respect me, which we all know you can't do that. You earn respect. You can't make someone respect you. Yeah. And then I got with this guy and I was just like, I never want to argue with you. You win everything. Like, I just have so much respect for him and I never feel the need to pull that shit.
Did you make him swallow an AirTag?
An AirTag.
I think Pookie needs to swallow an AirTag.
This is really, really funny. You should do AirTags that say Pookie. This is really funny you said this because I did date a guy who swallowed an earbud.
Same thing.
Kind of the same thing. Did you get to like hear everything that was going on? I'd have been listening. Is he talking to a bitch? Is that what I'm hearing?
Sucking his dick and I just hear voices through his
Like a 50 Cent song. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Minnie, man.
Can you turn off Rogan? He's my friend. And so I literally was like, how do you know that story? It's the one thing I haven't shared publicly. And then I just did. But yeah, but it's also the first time I've been in a relationship where I'm not thinking about where he is. I don't, like, I just.
You trust him.
100%. And not only that, like when we're not together, I just like, I'm like, I wonder what he's doing. Like, I'm like, it's weird. I'm like a fan.
And that's how it should be.
I think so too.
He gets you in like your little soft girl era. You don't have to be like a hard ass gangster, you know?
No, that's what it is.
I'm in my gangster era.
Yeah. By the way, do it. But it's weird. I was dating this guy once, professional athlete, and I remember because I guess just because of what I do, and I thought if a guy wanted to date me, he wanted like a challenge, because guys say that a lot. Like, and I think they believe.
No guy who's ever said that.
I know.
No.
I just want to let you know right now, no guy said that.
And I think this is probably a guy being full of shit, trying to flirt or saying what I think they think I would want to hear.
Oh, I love a good challenge. Okay, bring it on.
Guys say it. Here's the thing. But guys don't hear what their guy friends say to girls. Like, you guys don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? I always have to tell my guy friends, like, that your homies cry to us, right? And that they, it's a whole ass thing. So we see a different side of your homies than you do. And they'll be like, I want a girl who calls me out on my shit. They always say that. I want a girl that's like.
And when you do, they're like, why would you say that?
I know. And then 3 months in, you're like, hey, why do you have 2 phones? And they're like, why are you attacking me?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you over here talking about this bitch? You're with me.
That's my friend. Yeah, okay.
I don't give a damn.
Oh, really? And I said to him, I was like, we were arguing about something. And again, because I thought I had to like prove I was smart or strong or something like that. And then I was like, well, I thought you wanted a challenge. Like, I thought men wanted, you date me if you want a challenge. And he was like.
Don't say it unless you want it. Because I will give you a challenge.
What man would ever want a challenge? What man would ever want a challenge? And that like blew my mind.
But they said it though.
I thought it was my job to be a challenge. I thought that's what you guys wanted.
Yeah, you want a hard time? I'll give you a hard time.
Well, no, and also too, we think it's like, did you bust every guy's balls this hard, or is it just me? And then we start thinking, and it's like, so who are all these guys that just kind of got to like hook up with you and go on with their life and not deal with any of this bullshit I'm dealing with right now? Oh. So it just kind of puts it in perspective, and you're like,
so he's been passed around too. Is that what this conversation is about?
Like, damn, fuck, I should maybe get out of here. Like, fuck this. I'm a little ashamed.
There's the door, bitch.
I do think, though, it takes a while to figure out who you are, so it's hard to know what you even want. But I spent so much time going, like, I'm going to go to therapy to learn how to be this person, and I'm going to...
Wait, we are 30 minutes in. I just want to understand where this conversation is going. We started the Talk Tuah podcast. We invited... Whitney Houston to this place, and she's the special guest, and things that I've learned so far. She has no hair on her body. Women like attention. And pugnacious is a word. honestly, this has been the most valuable 31 minutes and 36 seconds of my life. I swear. Let's keep going.
You know, I go to the 12-step meetings for something called Al-Anon, growing up in an alcoholic home and with drug addict home. I'm gonna like learn how to be this, and I'm gonna be more patient, and I'm gonna be more this, and I'm gonna wear this push-up bra, and I'll wear these shoes, and I'll act this way, and I'll laugh when he makes a joke because I tend to not laugh a lot at things because I'm a comic and whatever. I'm gonna fake laugh, and then all of a sudden I was like, I don't need to change anything about myself. I just have to be authentic, and then I'll actually attract the right person. Because when you're pretending or you're trying to do something you think they want,
girl.
they're going to be attracted to a fake version of you. And then in 6 months or a year, you're going to be so exhausted pretending that you're going to like fall apart one day and just like, they're going to be like, who's this person? You're like, this is me. You know,
This is the real me.
And they're like,
that's me.
And you're not even in love with me. You're in love with who I'm pretending to be. And they're like, why did you just pretend to be someone for 6 months?
See, this is
you
how you
weirdo?
gotta play it. You gotta give like maybe a 3-month free trial and be like, oh, sweet little girl, you know, nothing whatsoever. Then once you like get them in with a hook and you got them for good, then you can show them the real you. Yeah,
now we'll go swimming and you'll see my face for real.
And your bush.
And
your bush.
I don't have a
He's
bush.
not worthy of your bush.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get a merkin.
What's that?
It's a wig that's pubic hair.
That's a thing.
But are you dating anyone yet? Are you on the apps?
Hell no, I don't know that.
Okay.
Stay away from me. Men scare me. No, Pookie's still in the picture. He just hadn't took me on a date.
Pookie? Who's this Pookie?
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, he's not took me on a date yet.
How long have you been hanging?
It's been like on and off for like 3 years.
30 years.
And you've never been on an actual date?
We just like started getting serious like a few months ago. And I still haven't been on a date.
I'm going to say something wild.
Do it.
I'm on his side. Hear me out. How old is he?
Devil's advocate.
Here's what I'll say.
What did you say?
How old is he?
24.
Here's what I'll say. I'm on his side but he's doing something right by accident, not on purpose. I think that you going out right now, it could make the dynamic awkward.
Oh,
my dude is a public figure. When we didn't go out in public together we were together, truly a year. We just started going out in public together in the last like couple, and I'm so glad we didn't do it. I didn't know he was very famous, the guy that I'm with. He's very famous to people, and I would have been spooked early on. So I just wouldn't want him to see how famous you actually are.
That's Pookie!
What? Yeah. You know what I mean?
They're probably broke the
Or like to want to have this romantic night and then you go out and then you get demoralized or like depressed because you can't just like have this moment with him. I mean, I'm sure you could. There's a way to do it. You guys could get a boat or something.
I'm not hard to please or anything either.
I can't imagine the amount of harassment Haley Williams gets on a day-to-day basis. I mean, her car must be surrounded by just swarms of fans. Because they love her so much. So, yeah, being famous, it's hard. Like, I get it. Like, take it from me, right? The YouTuber here. Yes, I am sometimes afraid to leave my area of living because of how famous I am. I get recognized at least like 10 times a day. So, yeah. I agree. We're in the same boat.
Like, all you gotta do is feed me.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
I know,
take
but
me to Taco Bell. Good to go.
Okay, cute. Have you told him that?
He did take me to Taco Bell.
Okay, well...
I ate more than he did.
Okay.
I was a lord ass. It's okay.
Taco Bell?
What does he do? Is he in Nashville?
God.
So, he works in Nashville. He does, like, construction and stuff.
Love it.
He's like,
let him stay in.
I love a hard-working man. Got calluses on his
How about
hands
you
and
cook
shit.
a meal so when he comes home from his construction job, there's food waiting?
I mean, I could do that. I don't know. I'm weird like that. Like, you gotta earn that from me.
Okay.
I don't think he's earned that just yet.
I just don't. There's this new thing where, like, I don't know, women that are like, think that they're empowered or like, I'm a feminist. I don't cook. I don't clean. I'm like,
no, I like doing that.
I'm like,
I
bitch,
love
what
doing
do
that.
you do?
Yeah, exactly. Besides, bitch.
Are you just like a hungry, filthy bitch. What do you?
You filthy.
What
bitch.
do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, I love to clean. Cleaning's really fun.
But that might be cute to like.
it
I mean, you
me.
could just like order in for him or go pick up your.
We did yesterday.
You know.
I haven't stayed the night with him in a while.
She won't even let him stay at her house.
Nice. Good shit, Haley.
I'm not gonna sit there and ask Granny, "Hey, Granny, can my man stay the night?" That's a conversation I'm not trying
Granny
to
would
have
not
with Granny.
care.
I mean,
Granny's
Granny
Granny's
would
gonna
care,
look
yeah.
at me and
Do you think Granny is watching this right now? Maybe she would change her mind.
I don't know. It weirds me out.
Fair enough.
So he can't sleep over. He could sleep in another room.
I
or
don't
downstairs,
think, I
like-
don't think she'd care, but I don't want to have the conversations. All it is.
I don't mind that. I like that.
I just like that's Granny. Granny
I-
thinks I'm like a pimp, you know?
You know what I appreciate? A moral compass.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I appreciate a capacity for shame and embarrassment.
Is the real reason you haven't slept over at his house is because you're scared to clog his toilet in the morning? Is that what this is really all about?
Okay. Just because we
Nightmare.
figured out that I'm, what do you even call it?
Lactose intolerant?
Lactose
Full of
intolerant.
shit?
I am full of shit. Both ways. Yeah, I probably would clog his toilet.
But you gotta just make a Starbucks run, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get out of
Always
there.
have a shit plan when there's a sleepover. That's
But,
like
by the way,
rule
Tell
number
us your
one.
shit plan, Jamie.
You want to hear my shit plan?
Yes.
It's actually fucking great.
This is so.
I
fun.
live right up the block from here. So if there's ever a situation where I have to shit really bad and I'm with a girl, I always go, oh my God, there's an emergency at the office. Like someone's stuck in the garage. I'll be right back. Just stay here. I'll be right
I
back.
love that people still do phones like this.
Yeah, right. Like it still works like that. And then I'll just come here when no one's here and just come upstairs and shit and then go back home and be like, yeah, I had to let, my friend out of the garage. Everything's fine. Let's go back to sleep. That's what I do. I come here every time.
Well, see, my issue, I'm sure his bathroom, his old apartment, I'm sure he's fixing to move into his new one. I don't know where his bathroom is just yet, but his other bathroom, it was like right in the bedroom. And you can hear me a mile away when I'm in there holding onto the freaking toilet seat in the damn wall.
Turn the shower on, dude. That's my move. The
Oh
shit
my
shower.
goodness.
It's like a good transition. They won't know anything's up.
Yeah, that's smart. So it's like you close the door, turn the shower on, do your shit, have perfume in there with you.
Mm-hmm.
But if they have a fan, that's better.
Do you remember that game I mentioned beforehand where you can win up to 1,000 times your money? Well, turns out it gets even better. Better Picks is offering a deposit match up to $200 and a
Are
free
you
pick for all new
serious?
users. So basically, if you put like $200 in, they match it. That's $400 right there. If you haven't downloaded Better and started playing yet, do it right now and get your
Must be 21 and physically located in a jurisdiction where Better Picks operates to participate. Restrictions apply. Void. What the heck does that say?
throw that thing in the lineup and let's get a ton of money.
I can't
this
read the
NFL
fine
season.
print.
Have you ever had to shit at a
Okay.
man's house?
Yeah, I just shit. I don't even try to hide it.
Okay.
Real,
But we
real-
got,
Oh my
we
goodness.
got it. We got it.
I we have a sign called Shitting with Chelsea.
Try to hide it. I'm in.
She's hot to spit on that thing. I'm hot
It's
to
a shit on that thing.
Oh my goodness.
Shit on that thing.
That is the new
That
catchphrase.
Yeah. I-
Just dab.
Yeah, I mean that is.
Jamie, what do you do? Oh, I manage Spit Girl and Shit Girl. What do you do?
2 Girls, 1 Cup was very
parents
good.
were so proud.
You guys missed the opportunity to represent.
I'm so
those
glad
hot
I'm watching
tub
this.
Girl posted TikTok and it was like, yeah, sure, Hot Tuah girl was like onto something, but she said she spits on it. Well, I fart on it, and I was like,
What?
Whoa, Barb.
That was a hilarious video, by the way.
Yeah, I'm friends with a lot of male comedians. Farting porn is a big thing where girls just fart and
like a queef or like actual
it's like a fart out of their butt. Queefing, I'm sure, is a thing too. I haven't dabbled in that yet. Also, by the way, sorry to make such a hairpin turn here. I was given tea tree oil to give you for your warts.
Who the fuck gave her that? Who the fuck gave her that?
I hate that this is in my pocket. Is this for genital warts or?
It's actually blue waffle. I'm kidding. No, I'm bullshit. No, I got
is
a little
this?
one on my foot. I don't know what the fuck it's from. Probably the airport before I figured out to wear socks in that motherfucker.
Why do you look at me like I'm in charge of the airports? I don't know what that
Nobody
is.
told me I had to take my shoes off.
At the
Like
at the
first-
TSA.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Haley's
It was
first flight
sick.
ever, Whitney, by the way. Her first flight she ever went on was like 3 weeks ago now, maybe a month ago.
You got a
and
month.
So you had never flown before you went viral.
No, and everything in my damn carry on.
She brought a knife.
Actually, it was 2 knives, and they got confiscated.
You brought knives to the airport.
Yeah.
You got a little girl going out here somewhere she's never been, unarmed. You've lost your fucking mind.
You brought weapons into TSA
I did.
in 2024.
He's like, ma'am, what's this? And I was like, oh, you can keep it.
do you? Okay, I know you don't care that much about history, but do you know about 9/11?
9/11. No, I actually don't know about that. But I was gonna say I am more interested in the fact that if I understood this correctly, They said something about taking off your shoes at the airport. Since when do you have to take off your shoes to go flying? Did I like misunderstand something? You know what? I'm not smart enough to understand this podcast, if I'm being honest. My IQ is too low for this. They are clearly talking in mathematical equations and stuff like I physically am unable to understand. I'm just an idiot, but I'm not gonna give up, okay? I'm gonna keep watching. I'm almost at the end. I got like, I don't know, what, 15, 60 minutes? Maybe I'll learn something else.
Yeah. Did you ever hear about this? I mean, this dude, you going to the air, that is like Cat Williams level bonkers, dude. Like, this is like Dr. Dre doesn't bring knives to the airport. I respect this. So they took your knives.
Well, I'm always like in a panic. If I'm like in a big crowd of people, I'm like watching what's going on around me.
As you should.
You can't tell about people nowadays. You gotta worry about people trying to kidnap you and every fucking thing else, trying to hurt you.
Yeah, you look exactly like the girl in Taken. I mean, this is like...
That's a good movie.
You look easy to kidnap.
Yeah.
This is what traffickers look
too.
for.
It's not hard to pick me up and toss me in a fucking van and scooch off with my ass.
That's right.
And there I go. No more hot Tuah for you.
No! Train never coming
That would be bad for society.
Yeah.
You had a box cutter?
Johnny got rid of it. I'll take that, actually.
Wait, this isn't anything. This isn't your Hollywood fucking managers that get Botox are giving you fake witch serum for your wart. You got to go to CVS and get like a Dr. Scholl's thing to burn it off.
No, that's gonna hurt.
It's not gonna hurt. What's
No,
that?
this little lady that was doing my toes.
Okay, first of all, stop going to Erewhon. Okay, like we're not.
I went one time.
We're not gonna be MC Hammer where you make all this money and you get successful and then you're going to Erewhon and spending $200 on a fucking burrito.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane. That
I
place
will
is
never not think I don't live in poverty anymore.
Dude.
Like, you asked me to go, I don't know, shopping and spend $30 on a shirt, I say you're fucking crazy.
As you should, because the more money you
Absolutely
make, the more
crazy.
money you spend. And when you get that first tax bill, you're going to realize you don't have as much money as you think.
I done got a whole laid out of it. Like the other day at our bank meeting, I'm like, shit, taxes are fixing to eat me up.
But you're in Nashville is your primary residence.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
The amount of money
It's
I
not
have
terrible,
to earn,
but it's
They bend us over
sick
out here on the
looking
West
at it.
Coast.
Yeah, so it helped me when my business manager told me any amount of money you have half. Whatever
Yeah.
number you see, you have half, right? With agents, managers, you're paying everyone, you know. And then anytime you look at what something costs, just multiply it by 3. And that's how much it really costs. So this sweater's $50. Oh my God, it's actually you have to earn $150 to be able to afford it.
That's absurd.
So that really helped me because every time I leave Erewhon to get groceries, I'm like, that was a laptop.
Who the fuck do I beat up on about taxes?
Well,
sick of this
if
shit.
there's
The
next round
IRS?
January 6th, I feel like you'd fit right in storming the Capitol. I feel like you just take that pillow, wear it as a hat, and you just go in and let them know.
I'm sick of you and I'm sick of your bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how you think.
I finally have money and I don't get to keep any of it.
Don't let
Now,
the
back to
IRS
Erewhon,
find this
though.
video,
that was a crock of
please.
shit.
Here's the thing. Some of the food is good. It's not $20
Exactly.
for a smoothie good.
Well, Erewhon's like my favorite nightclub in the city.
$20 for a
The one good
smoothie?
thing about that place is that's just you'll find the best looking women maybe on planet Earth ever
Yeah,
at
with
all
some
times.
bad bitches.
But
Yeah.
but they're bad with money.
Yeah.
Bad with money, bitches. So if you go into Erewhon and you see a hot chick, that is a red flag because they're in debt from buying Hailey Bieber's cum smoothie, whatever the fuck that is.
That's why it's so expensive, Haley, if you didn't know.
What's in there? Oh, not you, your smoothie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, a lot of men that are gold digged, they want to be gold digged. That's the thing that gets
Yeah.
tricky. A lot of them,
Takes my money.
a lot of you're like, why is all your photos, your watches, and your cars like this is what you're leading with? This is what you want. You know, it's transactional. You're using her for her body. She's using you for her money. It seems like.
I don't know if I could ever do that though.
You
I'd have to
couldn't.
make him like put a bag over his head or something. Cause let an old man try to kiss me, I'm gonna sucker punch that bitch right in the mouth. Fuck it, fuck that.
Well, that's the whole point of making money. Is you never have to be in a relationship you don't want to be in. The best thing about having money as a woman is you get to date broke guys. They're so much better at sex. They're so much nicer.
Yeah.
You get to date like a painter.
Yeah.
How about like you though? I don't want anybody like getting close to me like that either.
Yeah, dude, but then if it's a good person, it's actually a good thing is what I'm learning now.
Yeah.
It's
I think it's
kinda
good
nice.
to be careful. I think it's good to be really careful. I
yeah,
don't think you can move slow enough. I think I think every relationship I look back on, I'm like, if I just moved a little slower, I would have realized like we're just meant to be homies. We should have just been friends, and we like started sleeping together, and then you get chemically addicted then, and then I've been in so many situations where I love someone, but I don't like them. I'm like, I'm chemically addicted to you. Like, I love you, but I don't want to hang out with you. I don't like talking to you.
It's real shit.
What?
I didn't know that was possible. I just learned something new today. You can apparently be chemically in love with somebody, but hate them at the same time. Wow. That is eye-opening.
My ex-boyfriend. That's kind of how that
I
went.
love you, but I don't like you. We have to be homies too, you know?
Yeah. Me and him were really good friends before that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does your new guy think of all this?
Hey, Pookie?
Yeah.
I asked him yesterday, I was like, I bet you feel like you're on top of the world, don't you? And he was like, oh, no, I don't really think about it much. And I was like, well, I mean, I don't act any different than I did before.
Of course,
so.
of course. You're just going to work.
But he's on a little pedestal now.
Come on.
It's good to be not from here. Like he'd be posting everything. Oh, I'm dating Hawk too. I mean, it would be.
He'd get humbled very quick.
Well,
Like-
here's the problem with LA. You're from LA.
I'm from here, yeah.
You're one of the few, though. Here's the thing. I don't think it's the people from LA. I think it's the people that come to LA
100%.
and the people that
think-
grow up here don't care about famous people. They're like, we've seen it all. I went to high school with them. You know
Literally,
what I mean?
though, yeah.
You know, so it's the people that move to LA are all the prom queens, the people that go out of their way to seek fame and they're obsessed with it, right?
That's what I like
Exactly.
about here. The one thing I do like about being here, it's too big, but you can walk down the street and everybody just does not pay you
No
any
one cares.
attention.
No one cares.
Exactly. I love it.
No one cares because everyone thinks they're the celebrity.
Please take the
By
spotlight.
the way, oh
please.
my God, Kathy Griffin does the funniest thing. I don't know if you know, she's a comedian. Like, you know, she
Peter
talks
Griffin?
about celebrities. You know, she did this show called Life on the D-List. She's a sort of big comedian, and she got in a lot of trouble because she held up a head of Trump, and it was kind of a whole saga during the pandemic. The point is, she has this really funny thing where she says, "Say congratulations to anyone on the street in LA, and they will say thank you." And I was like, "Oh, come on, whatever." And she's like, "No, try it." Like, as a famous person, like, we were on Hollywood Boulevard and just some random person, she was like, hey, congratulations. Some random girl was like 25, was like, thank you so much. Thank you. Like, she probably went on a commercial audition that day. Like, everyone in their head is, like, famous and doing so well. Like, if somebody famous says to you, congratulations, and you're like, oh, thanks.
What did I tell you earlier? I was like, I like how it smells up here. And she was like, what do you mean by that? I was like, well, it smells like pot, and it also smells like crushed dreams. I kind of liked it.
LA is now just kind of this weird, like, Black Mirror simulation now. It's like China's bought every building, and it's all just, like, weird, empty, like, money laundering schemes. Like, it kind of, like, sunset. Like, you're missing, like, the Standard Hotel, and, like, House of Blues is closed down. It's kind of a weird vibe.
Did
like,
you grow up here or no?
No.
didn't,
I'm
yeah.
DC. I'm like Virginia. Yeah, but it's like Jim Belushi died at the show. Like, people were just dying all the time. It was sick. You know, with John Belushi. Look, all white men look the same to me. Jim Belushi is yes, right? Or,
funny.
That's his brother, right?
That's not the Blues Brothers, the younger brother.
What are her shoes, by the way?
Right.
I want the exact same pair.
John Belushi's the one that died. Okay, at the Chateau Marmont. And then Joaquin.
We're talking about
which is the
Belushi?
Phoenix.
Who's Belushi?
River.
River's the one that died.
Beluga?
I conflate brothers. I don't think more than one sibling should be famous. Alec and Steven and Billy. I couldn't pick them out in the lineup to save my life.
So how did you get roped into this?
Just
Like, how did you start out?
bad
get
childhood. Yeah. Like every entertainer, my parents were alcoholics and ignored me. I mean, I'm not even really joking, because when people ask me, they're like, what did you do to get this? And I'm like, I did start with a very big, like, God-sized hole that was like trying to get approval from alcoholics. You know, I was trying to make
Veronica Hudson has a very troubled childhood. That's surprising. I didn't think she would be the type of person to be like that.
alcoholics laugh. I was trying to make people on drugs like calm down and stop yelling, and I was trying to keep the mood light because everyone was fighting. And you know, that's kind of what stand-up is. You go in front of a bunch of drunk people and you try to make them laugh and cheer them up. You know, so I you know, when people say like, I want to get to stand-up, I'm like, okay, like, you know, let's first make sure your childhood was terrible. You know, we have a joke. A friend of mine is a comedian, Annie Letterman, and she talks about like, you know, going through like childhood trauma and stuff. And we joke that like if you've been like molested as a girl, it's like doping in sports. It's like you have an advantage. Like the more trauma you have, the funnier you end up being. But I, you know, studied theater in college and all that kind of stuff. I studied journalism as well, which journalism used to be this thing where individuals would tell the truth about what was happening in the world. It ended like 10 years ago. But, you know, now the news is actually fiction. media and documentaries that are the truth. It's so completely flipped. But studying journalism, I think, was kind of my way subconsciously. Like being a comedian, you're kind of like a silly journalist in a way. You're like talking about current events. You're trying to like investigate things and figure things out. And, you know, it's also a little bit like being a lawyer. Like I always say in comedy, you say something that's not true and then you prove it. You know, like I was like, do I want to be a lawyer? Do I want to be a journalist? And, you know, I remember I got an internship at a news station. Again, the news used to be this thing where people would tell the truth about events. So I got an internship at a news station and they let me read the teleprompter to like make a video to like send around to try to get like a job or something. And they let me read the local news, which local news is always insane, right? It's always like, is lead poisoning your children? Find out after the break.
Was it something with lettuce a few weeks ago I was saying?
Lettuce?
Like the dirty ass lettuce. Yeah. Everybody's getting sick from it. And I was like, what the fuck? Lettuce,
totally.
Out of all things.
But they're just trying to keep you watching, so they're just like as sensational and insane as possible, and all the men are in drag, the women are in blackface.
That's what Big Sugar wants you to think, that lettuce is bad for you.
Big Sugar?
Yeah, it's all a ploy by Big Sugar.
Big lettuce sugar.
Big lettuce is fucking taking a massive hit.
Yeah.
So I was reading it, and it was some like horrible story about a kid that got kidnapped, and you know, something just awful. And they show a picture of the kid, and it was, I mean, look, when you grow up the way, you know, you grow up the way I grew up, like horrible things, we just have to laugh. You know,
that's the best way to deal with it.
That's how we cope. Does it mean I'm happy that a kid disappeared? Do I think? But it was like, oh, this kid, you know, ran away from home, and they showed the picture, and he was a bigger kid, and I was like, you know, whoever kidnapped him must be very strong. Like I was just like making jokes, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, who would have kidnapped him? Like, whatever. I get why he couldn't run away. Like I just kept making jokes, and they were so horrified. And I
have a sense of humor. I'd be sitting there smacking my knee, laughing like I'm. Let me just go on and
I was just like, I guess like objective journalism is just not for me. And you know, I have like emotional dyslexia. When you grow up with horrible things, you use humor to cope. So it's like we're the people that laugh at funerals and that, you know, feel uncomfortable when things are fun. You know, I'm like,
I hope we never have to go to a funeral together because I cannot sit beside you.
Oh my God, we'll just be like, at least we'll be crying, not
like
laughing.
We're gonna be like.
You'd be surprised how many people, like my dad's funeral, we were dying laughing. Like it's just like
that's how a funeral should be. I feel like if I died, that's how I'd want my funeral to be.
I think so too.
Hell, skip around my casket and do something. I don't give a
fuck. I want to do so many pranks at my funeral. I want to have a closed casket and then have like Emma jump out. I like want to have them like fly my body.
I'm learning
like,
so much from this podcast.
Like my funeral, I cannot wait to die so I can do a wild
funeral. Sorry, I
like
haven't been commenting. I am just so intrigued. We have 5 minutes left. Okay.
Yeah. And then I want like a big green screen, like all my best moments. I'm gonna be like butt chugging a fucking beer or something. I don't know. I want to go out with a bang. Remember me like this. Don't remember me like dead as fuck in my casket. You know.
You're gonna live for a really long time. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
If something ever happens to me, I want to live through you.
Through me?
Yeah.
How do you know if you're in love with somebody?
Don't look at me, man.
Good one. Good. I see what you. Good
It
one.
is a strong word.
I'm not like a lovey-dovey kind of person. I don't like talking about
You think that now? You're a lot like me. Just wait.
Was like that.
Just wait.
I was like that too.
Like love the thought of that.
But a dog you've never met. I love you.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel like that was how I was too.
Exactly.
But I do think I think a lot of people jump to it too fast, you know? I think, and you're probably, you withhold, which is like,
whoa, Buster, back it the fuck up.
That's okay, because I also think that like love is a word you can't take back. And also once you bring that into it, my guy makes fun of me about it because I'm so unromantic like this, but it's just because I don't, I've said I love you before and I didn't know what I was saying. I've heard I love you before, but didn't feel loved, which is so confusing. And I think a lot of times that phrase is just used to like shut you up. It's just like, but I love you. But I love you. And you're just
I love you too.
But I feel like you're trying to shut me up. You know, when like you're arguing with someone and like, I love you, okay? I love, and you're just like,
shut up. That's it.
Yes, right? Yeah. And, but I love you. But then you would have done that thing. That now you're saying I love you to try to erase it.
Okay. I will never say I love you again. That is what I'm getting from this. Okay, thank you.
It happened. Like this is,
Great advice. Great advice.
Like, don't tell me you love me. I'll let you know when you love me.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I feel loved.
I got one more question for you.
Uh-oh.
What is your biggest turn on?
Here we go!
Dude, I love a trashy tattoo. And I honestly, preferably another woman's name. A Tina, a Trina.
I bet you like bite on it, don't you?
I want there to be a mole like a girl's face. Like
There's a
hot
fly
girl
again.
with-
Did you guys see that?
I want there to be a mole, like
right
a
there!
girl's face, like a hot girl. There's a mole with like a hair coming out of it. I'm like, could you
Somebody needs an exterminator here.
shade? Could you pluck the mole coming out of the girl's face? I love a like a canceled
I saw it again.
tattoo that's like a Redskins, like a chief. You know what I mean? Just a word you're not allowed to say anymore. Just Cleveland Indians. Just I love
A neo-Nazi prison tattoo, like that sound. You must have loved American History X. That gets you in the fucking mood, doesn't it, Whitney?
just a Cosby Show tattoo.
Bill Cosby.
I love bad tattoos. I love
Bad
a bad
tattoos,
tattoo
okay.
on a man with his shit.
Men or women. If you want to attract somebody, make sure you tattoo a swastika on your arm. That is what I'm getting from this. Bad tattoos attracts people. From Mrs. This is what I'm getting from Charlie Chaplin right here. And then what else have we learned today? Wait, hang on. Let me watch the whole way through, and then we'll recap.
Together now.
So you mean to tell me if Pookie has a tattoo on his leg right here that says "party animal," I should embrace that? And be like,
Jesus, that's a fucking
come
bad
here, you
tattoo.
sexy
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That is my last brain cell right there. Specifically.
I
Funny.
love that. I think a lot of women are like, I hate bad tattoos, whatever. Let them remember their mistakes. You don't have to remind them of their mistakes. They're right there. And every time that you go, let me check your phone, and he's like, you're annoying, he can look down at that tattoo and be like, remember how dumb I used to be?
When he was a slutty frat
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, remember I used to date Trina?
Trina. There you go. Now you bite Trina's name.
Yeah. Who
Every
tried to
time.
fight my mom? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing better, and they're grateful for you.
Whitney, thank you for coming.
I hope there's something usable in here.
We have so much shit in there.
Okay,
Do not worry.
good. I hope you're happy. I feel like we
I
were just.
am.
This is what a podcast is. I always leave a podcast being like, was that anything?
Wait, it's over?
But like, it's just
It's a normal conversation.
two people kicking it.
You damn right.
I love you, dude.
I love you too.
This is gonna come off patronizing. I'm not gonna say I'm proud of you for getting famous or whatever.
Don't do that. I have mommy issues. I feel like you're grooming me right now.
Okay, grooming you.
I like that.
You are.
That was a dark joke
Look at
right
my
there.
hair. So no, I'm proud of the people you've surrounded yourself with.
Well, thank you.
Because that makes or breaks you mentally, financially, success, everything. So you have amazing taste in humans.
I try.
And by the
I'm
way, the
picky.
best thing to do is have dogs around humans. Because if you don't have good taste in humans, your dogs will tell you.
They definitely will.
So I'm glad that you have dogs around.
They're having a little good time themselves, I'd say. On that note, I hate to take up any more of your time.
I love you. That's what people from the South say when they want you to stop talking. I don't want
wanna
to take
get
up
out of
any
this
more of your
conversation.
time.
Yes, that is
was,
exactly
by the way,
what we
that
say.
was like bless your heart adjacent.
That is bless your heart adjacent right there. Whitney, thank you
love
for
you,
being out
Mama.
here. I love you too.
I love you, I
Thank
love you,
for
I love
being
Oh my
here.
goodness. Did it end already? No! Oh my god.
Wasn't Whitney just such a peach? If you want more, go like, comment, subscribe to Talk To Her with Haley Welch. Follow wherever you get your podcasts. While you're watching this, take a picture and tag me and tell me who you want next. Tag me and
Take a
Talk To
picture?
Her, and I'll be sure to repost.
I just took a picture. Oh my goodness. That was the first Talk to a podcast. What the? Wait, why is this most replayed?
At a man's house?
Yeah, I just shit. I don't even try to hide it.
Shit on that thing.
Oh my god. No wonder that was the most rewatched part. Wow. Oh my goodness. This was the first episode of Talk Tuah. I have learned so much from this podcast. I am so glad I am choosing to watch this besides studying for my exam tomorrow, which I am probably going to fail, but I am so glad that this has become a thing. Let's see all the kind and supportive comments. I'm a 41-year-old surgeon mid-operation. I got an important message that the Talk to Her podcast was released. I dropped everything and rushed home immediately. Thank you for saving my life, Talk to Her. I agree. If I could like this right now, I would. My wife of 87 years passed back in 1958. This was her favorite podcast. She would tune in daily. It still brings tears to my eyes watching your podcast. Okay, one more. I was a miserable alcoholic until I discovered the Talk to a podcast. Oh my goodness. See, this is getting a bunch of positive reviews. Like, this is genuinely helping people. I'm so glad this exists.
What did she
All
say?
right. That was the first episode. Now, I told Granny about Talk to a episode 2. It's a little shorter. Oh wait, there's shorts? What the heck? Wait a minute. I feel like this is just cut up bits of the actual podcast. Oh, wait, what the? 3 episodes? Oh. Oh, I guess you should have watched the introduction first. But, without further ado, let us watch the next episode. It was just uploaded 6 days ago as of recording this. Man, I really hope there isn't a 3rd episode by the time this video comes out. Oh, God. That would be horrible that I wouldn't have been able to cover it for this episode. I mean, video.
That's great. I support nuclear energy.
Huh. Me too. Whoa, you actually agree.
I like nuclear energy too.
How did we all not know this? I thought I was the only one. This is so strange. We're actually way more than solar.
As the years went on, we did notice Kona was overweight. So when we looked at the farmer's dog, it had everything that we were looking for. Before we started him on the farmer's dog, Kona was very lethargic. He would get tired really easily. When we did switch over to the farmer's dog, within weeks we saw his eyes light up, his fur was so soft, a lot more clarity, and then with that came a lot of energy, and he lost weight. We're super conscientious about our diets, and so why not do the same for our dogs?
What did she say?
Yes!
Comes Granny.
On the radio.
Granny, listen to what I'm saying to you. I was like, spit on it.
Go to hell.
Dude, I love Fireball. It's like my spiritual car.
Granny!
This is a crazy conspiracy theory. I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh my goodness. Yes! Here we go again. Talk to
Okay, welcome to my front porch.
episode 2!
We got Maddie over here. This has been my best friend for 13 years.
Hello,
Yeah,
Maddie.
You already know her. I'm not even going to introduce Chelsea.
Hello,
You already know her.
Rachel.
And then you got Alyssa over here. This is Chelsea's sister. And this
Hello,
is our
Chelsea's
little friend
sister.
group right here. This is CQBO.
We can't tell you what that means.
Nobody knows.
No, you will never know what it means, ever.
CBQO.
Nobody knows.
We all been like a friend group since high school.
What does it mean?
It's top secret.
I will die
Yeah.
before I tell you what it means.
I actually know what that
There's
means.
one
I'm not gonna
person
tell
we
you.
went to high school with who just happened to guess what it was. If you're watching this, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut.
I swear I will. Okay.
Okay.
We were all there. From your perspective.
Okay.
I don't want to hear her perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tired of saying it too, so y'all be my
Okay,
guest.
okay. I feel like we tell the story differently. Yeah, we definitely do. You like to add details in there, and I'm like, that didn't happen. Maybe it did. I don't know. I was also a little
I know, you're
not
trying to
in the
get
right
away
mind.
from there too, though.
Yeah.
While I was standing there holding my own.
Okay, so we were all there. You were there.
I was there.
Except you weren't there.
I weren't with.
Interesting story.
Okay, we're all at the CMA Fest. We all went together, right?
But we
You-
sat together.
Yeah, we all sat together. Then like after, we were like, oh yeah, let's go out, you know? And me and Haley and Alyssa and Carly, right? Yeah. We were just walking down Broadway. Alyssa and Carly like, oh, let's go to this bar. And me and Haley like, okay, we're gonna go lollygagging down the street, you know? And we're just walking and we see like 2 dudes, you know, with like a big flashlight and a camera. And I was like, Haley, a camera. And we would go over there and I was like, are y'all vlogging? And they was like, no, we do YouTube. We're like, oh, okay. And I was like, do y'all mind if we
YouTubers?
ask y'all a few questions? We were like,
Never
Wait,
once-
I just realized. They are explaining how this internet fame was born. This is the moment that they were interviewed by that guy and Tuah was born. Let me watch it back because I wasn't really paying
you know?
attention.
and me and Haley and Alyssa and Carly, right? Yeah. We were just walking down Broadway. Alyssa and Carly are like, oh, let's go to this bar. Me and Haley
Yes.
like, okay, we're gonna go lollygagging down the street, you know.
Lollygagging.
And we're just walking, and we see like 2 dudes, you know, with like a big flashlight and a camera. And I was like, Haley, a camera. And we would go over there, and I was like, are y'all vlogging? And they was like, no, we do YouTube. We're like, oh, okay.
YouTube,
And I was
yes.
like, do y'all mind if we ask y'all a few questions? We were like,
Never once told us what the questions were.
those were the last questions I was expecting to hear.
Me and you both, I was like, oh, what's your favorite color? Mine's red, you
That's
know.
why I passed it to you.
Why does she have a bottle?
And here we are.
You set her up.
I did, but hey, I felt bad at first, but now I'm proud.
Yeah. Y'all had to come get me after.
I'm proud of you
I
too.
got in the car, and you said, we messed up. I said, why? You said, we did a street interview. And I said, what did y'all say? And you were like, I don't even know what we said.
I was.
But we were all like, oh, we're never.
Yeah,
we're
Yeah,
just-
like I
it's no
forgot
big
about
deal.
it.
It's
I was
on-
like, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
That's what's funny about it. As soon as the first video come out, like the actual Hawk Tuah, we were like, okay, that's it.
I think
That's
I
the
was
only
the first
funny
one that
shit we
seen it
said.
at work, and I FaceTimed
You
each one of
did.
you.
I was unconscious
I was like,
in my
I gotta
bed.
get their raw reactions to this video because I was dying. And Haley's like asleep.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
like-
she didn't even
Yeah,
know
she
till
was
like 4
asleep,
hours
and we're all
later.
like, Haley's
She
gonna
didn't
shit her
know?
pants. And then
Well, at first it was like, it wasn't getting views at all. And then by the time she woke up, it had,
Like 500K.
yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, uh-oh.
And then I saw like 1.5 mil. I was like,
and we're like, okay, you know, it's gonna blow over. It was
Yeah, I
funny.
thought it was just gonna be like a haha.
a couple hours later, 5
Drops
mil.
another video.
Yeah, and I was like, that was the only part of the conversation that was funny. He keeps dropping more videos as like the weeks go on, and I'm like,
No,
What
you
the
called me
hell?
after he dropped the next one, and you were like, Chelsea, this is bad. And you were like bawling your eyes out, and I was like, fuck. So I
Dude.
left work
She
real
was
quick, and I was
sad?
like, I'm coming over. And I came over, and we didn't leave the house for
he
a
dropped
few
that
days.
second one. Which one was it? Which one was the second? Was it I Love You, Pookie, or the Cobwebs?
The cobwebs.
Oh, it
That's
was.
the one you were
Cobwebs
the
or
most worried
Pookie?
about.
Dude,
you were like-
I was literally at my aunt and uncle's house, and I was like, oh, I want to go see their garden. They took me down there to see their garden and everything else. I get I get a call from KK, and I was like, what's she calling me for? And I was like, that can't be good. Hunter calls her back. Hunter's my little blonde-headed, curly-headed cousin. He's my cousin, not my man. Get that right, please and thank you. Snapchat stories drives me nuts.
Okay.
And she's like, there's another video. And I was like, what could I have possibly said? I was like, I don't remember. I was pretty damn drunk in that interview. I was like, I don't know. I was drinking those slushies all day. Me and you both were.
Yeah, I remember nothing.
It was like some kind of blue... What was in it? It was vodka, right?
It was like Tito's. It was like a,
blue
yeah.
raspberry.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We were drinking them all evening.
Because
They
they
didn't give you
didn't
any
actually-
vodka in
yeah.
there, and you said, these have nothing in there. And they're like, I don't know what you want me to do about it.
Chelsea's like, put another shot in there.
And you said, I paid for it.
She did. She took them back.
I
She's like, there's
did.
no alcohol in this. And they put another shot off in there for us.
I went with
Wow.
And I was
Okay.
paying for it, so I was like, I'm paying extra for this. You better put
I'm
it in
so
there.
intrigued in the
And
story
then
right
after
now.
they released that one video where you could really see my tongue that it was blue after I've been drinking all day, they were like, she sucked off Papa Smurf. And I was like, well, gee, okay, you know. But we were up there and we got that phone call and Kate was telling us about this other video. And I was like, are you shitting me right now? Like, you're pulling my dick. There's no way. There is no way in hell they done post another video. I don't even remember saying that. Hunter gets this video to pull up and I'm like, oh. I was like, that is not good. I was like, okay, I gotta
Oh
get
my
in my
goodness.
car and go home because I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. Me and Granny are on the way home and I'm over here and there's a sad song on the radio. I'm like, keep it together.
Granny has
Keep it
no
together.
idea what's happening.
Granny has no idea at this point. She's like, why are you in such a hurry to leave? I
Poor
was like,
Granny.
I just need to get in the car and go. I was like, I'm ready to take a nap. I need to take a shower. I was like, I just need to go home. We get home, I go in my room, I was like, oh, Jesus.
I feel like
I was
Granny
gonna have
didn't
a
know for
nervous
long
attack.
time either.
She didn't, and when I told her, like, about the whole thing, it was like when I told her, I had to explain it to her like 3 times, and she was like, I don't get it. And I was like, Granny, listen to what I'm saying to you. I was like, spit on it. And she's like, huh, oh. And I was like, Granny, Jesus Christ. I was like, don't say that. I was like, let me end up telling my daddy, you know, whatever, I'm gonna explain it to him too, which he knew about it, but he didn't understand it either. He was like, I don't fucking get it. But I should have known somebody in my family would have said something to his ass before I did. We're
So
all-
he knew before you even told him?
He's heard about it, but he didn't really know what it was. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to tell him. Then Granny, he gets here, and she's like, Haley, come in here and tell your daddy what you told me. And I was like,
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ. And he's hot-headed too. That's where I get it from. So
Wait, did
that
you tell your brother, or did he ask you about it first?
I told Austin about it. Now Andrew, I think he's seen it at work, and he's like, what the fuck? He texted Austin. He's like, do you know our little sister's like TikTok famous? And he was like, yeah.
TikTok famous.
It's kind of funny.
Oh boy.
I didn't think it was big until my dad was like, "Oh, somebody is at work showed me you on Facebook, you and Haley in Nashville." I
The
was like,
face.
"Oh, did they?"
It was rough. I literally locked myself in that bedroom for like 2 weeks. I went to work and then I'd come straight home. I wouldn't even go to the store and get gas. I was like, everybody and their mama knows me around here. I was like, I can't do it. They're gonna be like,
We
was
went
that
to
you? I'm like,
Mexican,
no. Yeah, dressed in hats and hoodies.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was getting bad until I started seeing people like do merch that said it, and I was like, what?
Oh,
Or, like,
boy.
That girl that pretended to be you.
Oh yeah.
Like the one that was like trying to get
Getting the benefit.
Hey,
Yeah,
those
she was a
people done
teacher or
deep
something.
investigation though.
No, they did. Like they didn't. Well,
Wait,
no,
what?
they really know who you were.
70% to be her.
Yeah, 'cause they didn't know your name.
Hey, I
so
was
she
okay
threw
with
her
it.
name up.
I was okay with it. I was like, she's claiming to be me. Yes, sister, you take that. That wasn't Haley Welch. I don't know who the hell that
made
was.
You go to daggone meet your attorney.
So she doesn't like fame, or at least she didn't before. So then there must be something in this story that gets her to turn around and be like, you know what? I embrace who I am. And I want to find that out.
Yeah, shout out your mama.
Yeah. Shout out, Mom, I love you.
Shout out Mama D, I love you. Telling my dad was like an awkward conversation. So he's sitting here, he's like mean mugging the shit out of me while I'm telling him, and I'm like, okay, this is not gonna go good. And I'm trying to get it out where it doesn't sound as bad as it was. Because at this point I was like, ugh, this is gonna be a mess. And then you have Granny over here just spit on it.
Oh, Granny.
Well, she doesn't even say hot till she's hot tooey. I was like, Granny, stop. Let me finish telling him. She's over here. Okay. Spit on it. She's just over here. I'm over here like this, trying to tell him, because I'm laughing, trying to tell him, and he's getting madder because I won't spit it out. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. I'm like, all right, Daddy, I said it. I was talking about spitting on dick. Shit. So it's just a joke, though. He said, I know not to take you. Fuck. I know not to take you serious, because you can never tell what comes out of my mouth. My whole family has said that.
Wow,
No,
that is great.
I don't think anyone was surprised when they seen the video.
No.
Anyone that knows you.
Everybody that I've spoke to about it, like when it first happened, they're like, that does not surprise me that come out of your mouth. I'm like, thank you.
Even if you weren't drinking and you were there, like you would say it if we were here.
Yeah, to y'all. I'm like scatterbrained. We can have a conversation like this, and if I see a cow or something, I'm going to jump to that, and I'm always going to have something to say about something else. Definitely the hardest part was like coming out of my house after all this happened. I was like, I'm embarrassed to death. I cannot show my face anywhere. I was like mortified of it. And I kind of embraced it. I wish I'd have done it sooner. I'd be like,
Here it is! This is the point I was waiting for. So, she hates fame. She wants to hide, and then she embraces it. Oh, I'm so glad that she did. Otherwise, you wouldn't have this Talk to a podcast to watch.
quit being a little bitch and get your ass up and go see your attorney. Just do it.
And we did that.
And did, and you sat in that meeting with
They
me.
sued?
There's this man the other night
The
at
woman
Dirk's
that
event,
tried
he
to
tickled the shit
impersonate
out of
her?
me. He was like, how did he word it? You remember that older man? And I was like,
Older man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
he's like, I can't mistake that country twang from anywhere. He's like, I know it's you. And I was like, surprise, yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
What's the craziest rumor? I think I want to ask you guys. What's the craziest
Our
Shirt
rumor?
tussy. Let's talk about shirt tussy.
That's not a rumor. That was like
real life thing that happened yesterday.
That wasn't even my shirt tussy though.
That was the best comment I've
Shirt
read.
tussy?
It was a shirt tussy.
Imagine waking up from a nap, like you're taking this really good ass nap. I was waiting on you to tell me if you're staying with him or if you're going home. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a nap. My comforter's dry and whatever. Took me a little nap. I wake up. I don't know how she timed it so good. I had like a bunch of messages and everything else. I was like, what's this about? I wake up. She FaceTimes me. She's like, Haley, go to your Instagram. I was like, what? What is it? She's like, shirt tussy. It's like,
people are talking about your shirt tussy, and she was like, "Oh my God!" She already knew what I was talking about because we
seen it. I was like, why does it look like that? That's not right.
No, all the comments were talking about it, and then someone said shirt tussy, and I was like, that is the best thing they could have ever done.
No, as soon as I seen it, I was
Shirt
like, "That's
tussy.
literally the picture we said not to post."
No, he literally sent like he said, are these pictures above like good for the post? And I was like, yeah, those are good. You
It
sent
was all
those.
the ones I sent. Yeah.
That picture was not in there.
I did not send that. I would not have done that to
Jamie,
you.
you're
But
cooked.
it was funny.
You're done for. So a shirt tussy is when you have a fat cooter and your cooter decides to take a bite out of your shirt. That's exactly what a shirt tussy is. And don't
Cooter?
act like you haven't ever had one. Or a
I've
moose
never
knuckle.
seen that before.
I've never
Actually,
seen
I've
it
never.
either. You're the first.
Well,
Shirt
hell, it's better
tussy?
than a camel toe.
It's basically the same.
I don't know if I want to Google this or not, because I still have no idea what they're talking about.
I think it's worse.
I don't know. I'd rather have a camel toe than a shirt.
Because at least like you're wearing the pants and it's not your shirt.
I hate to say it, but those lips look too little to be mine. I hate to say it. I was like, there's no way in hell that's mine. What's that girl off Mean Girls say? Just because
I almost
have
just
a
died of
wide-set
laughter right now.
She used to keep saying when I whack in the back, I pack in the cap. Wait, what did she say? When I whack in the back, I pack in the cap. She didn't even know what that means. I was like, Haley, that literally means you pack in your I don't.
Big Martha, which I know about it.
Oh, is that
Yeah, her name is Big Martha, actually.
Oh God, Haley.
No, just her.
She tried naming ours actually.
She did. She sat down and
She said, "Why don't we name yours Doug?"
She went one by one trying to come up with something. No,
Oh, this podcast is too funny.
Stop what you're doing right now. I'm serious. Whatever app you have open right now, close it. Whatever text you're reading, shut that down. Trust me, I'm doing this for you. Now take your finger and head over to the App Store and download Better. Better Picks is the most easy and fun daily fantasy app where you can win up to 1,000 times your money. And new users, you'll get up to $200 as a deposit match, plus a free pick. Tell your friends to sign up and how you could turn $1 into 1,000. Play Better Picks and hit those 1,000x lineups. Download Better and play Better Picks.
How did you guys meet?
So we met in high school. Me and her have been best friends since like 3rd grade.
Yeah, something like that. 3rd, 4th.
And then we survived 2 other friend groups. And we kind of, I guess, come to our last destination.
Yeah.
Save the best for last.
Yeah, we
Final
did.
destination.
That's what we did.
Yeah. Well, we met in high school. We all cheered together.
Yeah.
Got into some trouble together in cheer.
Lots of trouble, actually.
Ooh, there's
We met because I made you
drama.
take us home. Like, that's how we
It
became
was me and
friends.
Chelsea. We were leaving school.
Yeah. Because my sister left me.
I kind of knew y'all before though.
Yeah, we knew of
Because
each other.
we were
but
in the
didn't
same
hang
grade.
out.
Yeah. And we knew Jordan, too.
But I was supposed to go. We were supposed to go home with my sister, and she
Left us.
dished us out of the car. So I was like, "What am I supposed to do?"
Thank you,
Maddie comes up
Hasten.
to
We
me, she's
appreciate
like,
that.
Oh, so can me and Haley ride with y'all? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Both of them actually tried dating my brother.
That was
That's-
before I tried being your
That's
friend.
how I met y'all.
I wanted your
That's how I
brother
knew of
first.
y'all.
Carson was my
Tried
man.
dating her
Carson was
brother.
your man. Carson was Brooks' man. Carson belonged to everybody. He went through the whole gang, man.
Yeah.
He was a player.
That's a
Carson?
really good news, though.
Oh,
How
yeah,
could you
he
do
had
that?
some big old
Yeah,
hair.
bless his heart.
No, I met you before you had braces, and we were just little.
And my teeth done the cha-cha slide to
No,
the
they
right.
didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Oh.
I don't know. How became your friend?
That reminds me, I looked at my DMs last night. Somebody told me I need to buy veneers. For what? I wore braces for 5 years, and then Ellie over there decided to eat my retainer. So I didn't get to wear it, but maybe like 2 weeks, which I probably wasn't gonna wear it anyways, but she saved me the trouble. This is actually my daughter over here. Come here.
She
She
has a
doesn't have a
daughter?
daddy. It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. She needs to go put on her Halloween jammies. It never right.
Do they even fit her?
I don't know. I haven't put them on her yet. I haven't brought myself to it because I'm scared she's gonna like piss on me. Pookie made her piss the other night.
Wow.
I guess she got excited.
Is it cookie?
She was like, "Ooh, a handsome man," and she like started
So
pissing.
she don't get
I
excited.
understand.
Oh,
Well, yeah, but you're not a handsome
That
man.
is quite
You're a handsome
possibly
woman.
the ugliest dog I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're handsome.
Thanks.
Yeah. Our typical going out night was like last night. I ordered $80 worth of Domino's just for us to like sit there and like all devour it, and then we'll watch TV. That's
What can $80 worth of Domino's even get you? Well, in this economy, probably like one pizza.
really all
And
we
we
do.
played Uno.
Yeah,
and
bullshit.
spoons.
Yeah.
That's what we do for fun around here.
Yep.
We normally drink
Those are
wine
our
too with
nights.
it, if you can't tell. She's drinking out of the
Yeah.
bottle. That's a classy lady right there.
That's wine?
No, the cork's not in it either.
There's little pieces just floating around. It's okay. It adds character.
I think it adds character too. We prefer barefoot too, though. It's cheap.
We don't really go out all together though.
I don't think we've ever all been out together. in
Besides like the chat Halloween party when
Oh.
Halloween last year was a blur to me. My boots that I bought like the same day to complete my outfit, they're like some really tall like go-go boots, you know. Go-go. Excuse me for saying that.
No, you're fine.
So I got tired of walking around in, and my feet were hurting, so I took them off. And I was sitting beside Alyssa, because, you know, I just threw up at that point. And Fireball, keep it away from me.
I told him, I said, one more shot and y'all are taking care of her. I was not
I fed her the
I told y'all give her one more and I'm done.
Dude, I love Fireball. It's like my spiritual calling.
She's already like bent over the floor before they were like the last one.
Dude, I was having a ball before we even left like your apartment. I had so much fun though.
Until Pookie called.
Yeah, until Pookie called. He had me screaming and crying and throwing up.
That's why I didn't like Pookie.
Me and Haley sat outside for like 45 minutes and she was like, fuck you, just cussing him out, and he kept hanging up on her every time.
He was literally out too.
And then she'd call him again.
See, I'm giving hope right here. Your like 2 or 3 year long situationship can turn into something more. I'm giving hope to the delusional girlies right now.
Well, the thing is, I blocked Pookie's number before she even started calling him again.
He was having fun, the same thing I was. I'm just dramatic.
Except she was at a frat party. He was at a bar with his friends.
Is this Harley or Haley? This is
Harley. Harley came
when
out.
When Harley comes out, there's
Harley?
You can talk to her, but she's not all there.
You gotta explain what Harley is.
Harley is your alter ego that...
When I drink dark liquor, that is Harley.
Yeah. Once Harley comes out, there's no going back until...
Oh yes, I remember this from the previous
Done.
podcast.
Put down.
Got some Halloween costumes of you, my boy.
What?
Oh, I want to see them.
Were they in like a work suit? Like what is
Oh wow! I'm gonna wear that.
I think they should do like a mask.
I think it should be like the outfit that you wore that night.
I know. What is up with Johnny and them wanting to like chop that up and sell it in little pieces? No one will ever get my Sheen skirt. I live by that thing. No one will ever
You
get
still
it.
wear that a lot,
It was $3. No one's ever gonna get it.
And your Sheen top.
Let's talk about the time Haley punched her ex in the face.
I actually smacked
It was
him
not
in
a
the face.
smack. It was like a hard whack.
Oh my
That's what
goodness!
loved
I
about
really
him,
want to
though.
know
Like,
about
me and
the
him could be
story.
into it, and then like an hour later we're fine. Like that was my favorite thing about him.
No.
But no, we were at the beach on his senior trip.
I got secondhand embarrassment. I felt so
We were
bad.
in a room full of all his friends. And I don't know if he was joking or not. You can't joke around with me too much because I'm like really hot-headed and I take it a little too far. He bumps into me and spills Dr. Pepper all down me.
Not the
I had a
Dr.
reflex And I
Pepper.
reared back and I 5-starred him right in his face and it got so quiet in there.
That's not the first time she hit someone in the face. Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
boy.
in your name. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. That's
Oh my
That's
god!
exactly it.
Will
I wasn't
Smith.
even there. I was
That's
at the
my
beach. I had
biggest
no
thing.
idea what was going on.
You can say whatever you want to, like about me, but when it comes to them or like anybody else I'm really close with, just don't do that. And it's a concept. They got really close at one point in time and they were like really good friends, and I'm all about being a good friend. I try really hard to be a good friend. I always have.
You heard it from Haley. Being a good friend means smacking them in the face.
And they're pretty good friends too.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. But this girl, she got really close with us, and especially with her, she got really close with her, and then we found out she was texting her ex-boyfriend behind her back, and she's done been shit-talking me at this point. So I'm like, whatever, you know what, you call me stupid, idiot, whatever it was she called me. That's one thing, but you're sitting here being a good friend to her, or think you are, and you're texting her man behind her back. I was like,
Play better pics. I just noticed that cap. And I wonder what that means. And I really hope they mention it. Actually, wait. Oh, okay. Wait. Addressing crazy conspiracy theory? There's like peaks in this video. Oh, wait, that was the one she played? Uh-oh. Oh, okay, no, I spoiled it for myself. Okay, no, let's keep watching.
I got something for that ass.
I got a FaceTime call and it was like, hey, so-and-so's texting him. And I was like, okay, like I'll text her. And they was like, no, don't say anything. Haley's going to handle it. She sure enough
I
did.
told her not to. Nobody believed me.
I know when I done it, everybody's like, Haley, why'd you do that? Everybody in the room told me to do it.
No, I knew you were
But she-
serious.
I
I said,
wrote-
nobody else thinks I'm serious right now. And then
That was
she
the best FaceTime call I've ever gotten.
was
off.
egging it on. After you did it, she was like, oh, Haley, why'd you do that? I was like,
because
Alyssa, you told her to.
Y'all know, you tell Haley to do something. She'll be like, oh yeah.
Like, and she won't
Yeah,
actually do
she won't
it.
actually
but
do it.
Yeah. But no, she
I was not expecting her
Oh,
to
no.
actually do that.
I done got gassed up
She-
at that point. I rolled up
She
my
rolled her
sleeves,
sleeves
kicked off my
up.
shoes.
put her hair in a ponytail.
Told
She
her
still-
boyfriend, she's like, if you get a phone call, it's because I beat this bitch's ass.
She left her. She couldn't even get at the house.
Oh,
It's not even him.
good one, good
He
one.
leaves, gets right back to his house. Hey, can you come pick me up? I knew it. Comes
He
right
said,
back.
please tell me you're not calling me for the reason you said you would. I was like, yeah, I am. He was like, hey, my bitch, and he come and got me. Me and him clicked so good.
That was bad.
That was like my best friend.
So yeah.
Not like that way.
It's okay.
But like we were
There you
friends
go.
before that. We were really good friends
Yeah,
before
y'all
that.
were.
It's nothing but love over here. Same way with that girl. We don't have issues or anything. We were good after like a few weeks after that.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
Yeah.
come to be either, but
That was like a
I ain't got no
practice.
beef.
We were like, why are they
It was
hugging?
the next day. Y'all were like besties at cheer practice.
yeah, we were fine.
And me and Chelsea.
Who just sent me a freaking message? Don't they understand that I'm watching the Hawk Tuah podcast?
Okay, Charlie, we said.
Sometimes I think people need to just get their asses handed to them sometimes, and then they
I
get on
agree.
the right path, you
You're
know?
a one and done type girl.
This is a hell
bad.
of a podcast
Hell
setup.
yeah.
The cow field.
In case you're wondering where my porch is, it's out in BFE, Bumfuck, Egypt. There's literally a cow field over there. They're just, I guess, living their best life. Quick show of hands. If you want to turn $1 into $1,000, listen up. So the last episode I told you about Better Picks, the best daily fantasy.
Yes.
I played that thing in the first week of NFL, and it was so much fun. All you have to do is pick 2 or more players and predict how they're going to play. And you've got a chance to win up to 1,000 times your money. It's literally
Okay.
that simple. And
Okay.
here's my promise to you. I will be hitting that 1,000X lineup before the season's over. So download Better and play Better Picks.
I don't know if you guys.
Yes, I have downloaded it already.
Let's see if I'm not she's low-key a former.
Some people read Hero.
This is a crazy conspiracy theory. I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh my God,
Wait
here it
till
is.
y'all find out she's low-key a former Israel soldier. How do you say that? Cosplaying a Southern belle after a billionaire dad hired a PR firm to scrub her past off the internet, particularly her old TikTok, where she ain't even speak English, let alone had a fake-ass Southern accent.
A fake-ass Southern accent. You know, there's times I wish I didn't have an accent. Let me just see that right there.
Oh my goodness. They're telling
You hold
the-
my bottle. Trilber! Who sent you? You're on to me. You're so good. How'd you catch me? Stupid ass. People are so ignorant. Like, where do you sit here and come up with this shit, like, out of the time of day? Where do you have the time of day to sit here and come up with shit like this? I wish I was a soldier. I feel like it'd be kind of fun. I feel like going to the Marines and
Maybe that's what she wants us to think. Maybe they're onto her.
stuff would be really fun. I feel like I could do it, but I wouldn't be serious in it.
on the spot.
Like, I'd flip a tank over if I drove it.
You walk out and be like, wait, who am I supposed to shoot? That's exactly what you would do.
I couldn't do that. I'd walk out and be like, okay, he's kind of cute. I don't want to shoot him.
No, you would.
Kill him, you know? I'd be like, I should hook him up with Maddie. I'd try to go over there and like hook him up with Maddie and he'd shoot my ass. I'd be done. Internet particularly her old TikTok where she ain't even speak English, let alone had a fake ass Southern accent. Uh-oh, here comes Granny.
Granny! Oh, she can't even get in.
Granny!
We're broadcasting.
Everybody, this is Granny in case you haven't met her. This is where my mouth comes from.
You're the best
What are
cook
you
I know.
doing here?
Me?
Yeah.
No, dude, I came to see you.
Did you?
Oh, do I eat enough? We need to get this out here. Do I eat enough?
What do you mean you eat enough?
Do I eat enough? How much do I eat?
Well, I guess you eat till you get full.
Oh my
Everybody
goodness,
says I need to
Granny
eat more because I'm
is
shaped
wise.
like a chopstick kind of.
She's
Nah, you don't need to eat too much more.
Yeah,
You get fat.
we're drinking that liquor
Oh,
that was in the
Granny.
fridge.
What liquor? Y'all all drunk? I don't know a bunch of drunk.
Have you tried this?
Get you a sip.
It's got a corkscrew in it, but
It adds extra flavor.
What is? I don't even know what.
She asked me the
you
other
wanna
day. I
sip?
just kind of put it in the fridge. I didn't think nothing about it. She said, "Whose liquor is that in the fridge?" And I, liquor. I went in there and looked. I was like, "Oh, that's wine. That ain't no liquor."
And y'all drink all that? No, I don't want none of that stuff.
There's a cork floating around in it.
Do you drink wine, Granny?
Nope, I don't drink, period. That's how I've lived to be 80 years old.
That is great advice, Granny. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I'm watching
We
this.
told her she needs to start smoking her a joint. She'd feel better.
What are your secrets to youth? How do you stay so?
Well, I guess with all these young'uns and grandyoung'uns, you know, you've got
Grandyounglins and grandyoungs.
4 young'uns, 9 grandyoung'uns, and I don't know how many great grandyoung'uns. I'd have to stop and count them.
Were you surprised when she got famous?
She didn't tell me for a week.
No, it was longer than a week.
It was like 2.
They say they know more than I do.
I'm not gonna tell her no more.
She was scared to tell me. She's afraid I'd get on her for what she's saying.
You thought it was funny.
I was gonna say, I bet you thought it was funny.
And then I got to think about it. Well, I guess if she don't
What did she say?
anymore.
You thought it was funny.
And then I got to think about it. Well, I guess if she don't say any more or do any more, well, I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Well, actually.
Yeah, I just heard the last little remark you made.
Which one?
What was it?
Something about something being,
Something about something new.
something in a hole and.
Oh.
Oh.
I was on the radio.
Oh, radio.
Yes.
Like, you hear radio?
You can blame Johnny for that. Johnny's like, that's funny, say that.
You came up with it though.
What just happened?
What you say?
I said what's or how did I word it?
What's good for the whole?
What's good for the whole and always good for the soul.
Radio's here.
Tell him about the telemarketers.
Oh, good one.
Tell him what you say to him.
Power out of me.
No, that ain't what you say to him.
That ain't very nice.
Yeah.
Them telemarketers was worried the crap out of me.
Look, she's putting a filter on now. You ought to hear her early in the morning.
Filter off.
Yeah.
Bad Granny.
Here today.
You know that movie Bad Grandpa?
Yeah,
That ain't got shit on Bad Granny.
I'd hate to be the telemarketer all the time. What do you say?
I got 18 one day. 18 calls.
They drive her nuts.
Oh gosh.
That phone is always ringing.
Yeah, it drive you nuts when you're trying to sleep in at the ass crack of dawn too.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd say the same thing.
What am I cooking? What'd you start to say?
Oh, I know. I said, what do you say to the telemarketers?
Quit fucking calling me.
Go to hell.
Oh,
Talk
Granny.
somebody else every once in a while. I'm tired of you calling me.
What's your favorite thing about Haley?
Granny's feisty. I like it.
Don't look at me like that. It's a smart ass mouth, ain't it?
Haley's just my granddaughter. She stays here with me, takes care of me.
Oh shucks. Don't talk about me like that. Sweet as I can be. Now you're bluffing right there.
Haley.
Just hush.
Okay. She's making you look good.
That's why I say she's just my granddaughter.
Now put the camera down and ask her what she really says.
She's about 9 months old.
Yeah, put the camera down and ask her what she really thinks about me.
I know this story and it makes me emotional too. I don't know why.
What story?
But she's very independent. Very independent.
Word.
Strong and independent.
That's out. Go ahead, tell him. You independent too
What a role
now?
model.
You don't need a man for shit. Tell him.
Well, I guess that's why I ain't got one.
You damn right.
Oh.
Me and you both, Granny.
I know, that's right.
Now, she's always
Do
told
our
me.
own thing. We don't need no man to do it for us to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, you have
Granny's
always told me
spitting
not to ever
facts.
bring you a man home unless he's got one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peeling.
Right. That's right. And I ain't seen one yet.
And he's got a shit ton of money so he can just slip right into his grave and leave her all of his money. Now I live by that.
Yeah, it looks like
I'm kidding. Now I'm the one with money. I don't need a man for shit. I just got one because I got one.
Do you like Pookie?
I guess I hadn't met him but 2 or 3 times. But I guess Pookie's all right.
Yeah, Grand don't
Did
need
you get
man.
married?
When did I what?
What age were you when you got married?
I was 17 years old.
17.
Yeah, I got a little bit to lose.
Yeah, I did too.
I wouldn't advise it. Y'all wait till you're about 37.
37.
37. Everybody, you heard it from the grandma of Tuah, Haley Williams. Get married until you're 37.
What about never?
Never, I'd be better.
What's Granny's alter ego when she gets mad?
Grandpa.
Brenda.
Brenda.
That's Brenda.
Brenda Jane.
Brenda Jane.
No, when Granny gets mad, she's Brenda. That ain't Granny no more. That's Brenda.
Amazing.
Should we go Taco Bell?
Let's get
Yeah. So
Taco
here we have
Bell.
our local Taco Bell. This is my favorite place to eat. You could never offer me Taco
Oh my
Bell. and be
goodness,
like,
I
"Ew,
wanna
no."
visit in that same Taco Bell and sit in the very same seat that Tuah girl is gonna be in. Oh my goodness.
I'm always down for Taco Bell. You want to buy hot freeze?
I've never had one.
They're good. We're taking your
I'm
Baja.
just thinking about how much of a great role model she is. Like, can I just be real for a second? This is quite possibly the most educational podcast on the internet. I have learned so much right now, and unfortunately, the video is almost going to end. And I really don't want it to end. I really hope, I pray to God's good graciousness that there is a third episode of this podcast when I finish this video.
Virginity.
Yeah, with you.
What did she say?
He right with you.
What did she say? So, you need Carol's raw reaction to a Baja Blast. Dude, have you ever went to a gas station and got like a Coke freezy? That's my shit. So if you look to the right here, this is where I was working at. It's my little spring factory. Oh, ain't got very many people up in there.
You worked inside there?
I see Trevor's there. That was my best buddy, old pal. I just put springs in a box and we shipped them out. I'd check them occasionally. I didn't like doing it. I had to sit still all day. We're driving through Lewisburg. We're going to Cornersville to see where we went to high school at. They literally had a tractor day. People used to drive tractors to fucking
Every
school.
homecoming.
Did you drive a tractor to school?
Hell no, I can barely drive a car.
What do you call your car?
Kirby.
Women is so funny.
Why do you call it Kirby?
Because I run over a lot of curbs. Oh, look at these people planting trees. Okay, and they got okay, those are ghosts. I was gonna say, they got plastic bags in their fucking trees.
Remember they used to give us the trees at school?
Huh?
They didn't ever give y'all a tree.
Hell no, they didn't give us a tree. We were poor in Cornersville. They wouldn't give us a fucking
No, I remember
decent
they
thing
gave
of
us...
toilet paper to wipe your ass on.
That's true.
Or toilet paper, I swear to God. That damn thin. One little poke through your fingernail.
You got shit on your finger.
You're gonna graze that asshole up real good too. Maybe I should make an ad. Tired of thin toilet paper and walking around with skid marks in your drawers after all day? But you've wiped 9 times? Vote Haley for president. She'll fix that in your school
Oh my goodness,
system.
I will vote for you instantly if
Vote
you
for
run for
Haley
president.
Wilson. She's gonna spit on that fucking campaign. So we're at our high school.
Oh my
we used
goodness.
to cheer out here. Y'all got anything to add?
Why was CHS?
Wait, CHS. Go Bulldogs.
I think I have the work foot.
Oh my goodness,
Are we cradling
she's
or no?
doing it.
I got you.
Oh my
Talk
God.
to her. Wait, Tifa, talk to her. Subscribe to that thing. This is Miss Remy Jane, and I've had her since she was a baby. She likes apples, if you can't tell. She's gonna give you a little ASMR.
Oh my God.
You like that? Yeah, she likes that. And that's a wrap on this episode, and I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me in my hometown. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this podcast.
It's over. No!